Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day.
Hey Daddy, this a dollar beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
No matter what nobody say, man, spirit can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
WBC Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like it was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
Canelo had the biggest deal. Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on an app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
WBC Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Today, we're going to be talking the breaking news. Shakur Stevenson, tired of waiting, contacts the WBC to order the Devin Haney fight. But I'm going to tell you why this is a dangerous move. I don't know what's Danny's thoughts, but I believe this is a dangerous move on behalf of Shakur Stevenson. Some can call it playing chess. We'll get into the very detailed article, and we'll have that read and narrated by the voice of Daniel Alvarez. What's going on, Ringwalk? How are you? Buenos dias, muchacho.
Damn. Yo, I'm gonna start applying to the Boxing Voice for translating jobs, narrated jobs. That motherfucker.
Word.
What up, though, champ? Buenos dias. Top of the morning, man. How are you?
I'm good. You threw me for a curveball this morning, man, and I'm like, yo, do I even tell the audience what Danny was trying to do? Do I keep it to myself? Do I bring it up because it is breaking news? But it's like, I don't really care.
Here's the thing. Only way I say you don't say shit is if you plan to do a show on it, which I don't think you will. So you might as well just spill the beans.
Like, honestly, I already got our show scheduled for 7:00 Eastern time, 4:00 Pacific Standard Time. The link is out. We all scheduled and ready to go. So I don't think that this news does it. And by that, I mean the other breaking news that literally broke this morning. Again, we're here to discuss Shakur Stevenson and, Devin Haney. The fact that Shakur and his team have gone the proper route. They got tired of waiting for Devin to play, in their eyes, fair ball, right? And they've contacted the WBC to order the fight. Now, I'll give you my thoughts and then Danny can give you his, but this is why I think it's a dangerous move for Shakur. You can upset Devin Haney. Now, I know a lot of people are going to take that first sentence and be like, what the fuck? Upset Haney? Man, who the fuck is Haney? Yo, this is a fighting game, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Listen, Shakur's only entitled to the WBC mandatory position, which means he only gets a shot at the WBC. Many things that Devin can do. For one, like on our poll, he could petition for a voluntary. Now, I know that might be slim chances since, technically speaking, Vasyl Lomachenko was some sort of voluntary, but it really wasn't. When you clear the muddy waters, Vasil was number 1. He was the mandatory to Kambosos. He went to the army, all this stuff. So somewhere in that muddy waters is a petition that will be approved for Devin if he wants a voluntary, hence further making Shakur wait. Secondary option for Devin Haney is to vacate the WBC altogether, forcing Shakur to fight Vasil Lomachenko for that title, and hence not allowing Shakur to become undisputed for the first time in his career. Yes, Shakur can become 3-time champion, but only 1 belt. Remember that Tyson Fury, who is obviously bigger than Devin, and by that I mean in height, he vacated the IBF after he fought Vladimir Klitschko. You do not have to fight your mandatory. Canelo Alvarez moved up instead of fighting Jamal Charlo at 160. Devin has already received an offer at 140. So again, I say this is a dangerous move because you're trying to enforce something. The last time the WBC enforced the champion, they vacated the title. Canelo Alvarez, WBC, enforces him to try and fight Gennady Golovkin. What did he do? Vacate the title. Another thing, Shakur is making an excellent case in this article, Danny, and that's why I feel like it needs to be read, because I'm just giving my opinion based on all the very thorough information in the article that was written by, I believe, Jake Donovan. Yes, Jake, shout out to you. Beautiful article. He was able to obtain the actual letter written to the WBC. So the detail in this letter, in this article, is insane. They give a lot of information to the WBC why Shakur Stevenson deserves 50%. They mentioned that his last 3 fights obviously sold more than 10,000. The last 2 broke 2 records. They mentioned that his fights do more views, and they gave the exact numbers than Haney's fights versus lesser opponents. Shakur did better numbers versus Conceição and someone else, and better than Devin doing with Kambosos and Loma. They certainly make a very, very good case why they deserve a higher percentage. But again, by forcing the champ, he can altogether vacate the title, and then it's not as sweet. See, if you come, hold on, I'm done right here. If they come to a deal, Shakur gets a shot at all the belts plus the ring. If you piss off the champ, you might just get 1 belt, and that's the WBC in a vacant title fight. That's why this is a dangerous move. Your ball's in your court.
Yeah, so I mean, I think there's like a lot to go into this, right? For one, aside of the split, they're asking for this negotiation period, right? And should it go to purse bids 50-50? So the WBC would have to be okay jumping Vasil Lomachenko first and foremost, because after the Haney fight, right, they chose to keep him number 1 and keep him in line for that rematch, correct?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he's the mandatory. Shakur was
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. But I'm saying, when I say jump, I'm just saying like as far as precedence, because it's like you the number 2, the number 1 just fought the guy. We purposely chose to keep him at number 1 because of how close of a fight, it was. So I'm just saying they would have to put precedence over Shakur and whatever he wants to do over Vasil. Then should it go to purse bid, they're asking for the 50-50, which is a drastic change to what the WBC rules state and things like that. Now, if you look at the actual, hold on, listen. If you look at the actual rules, it says that modifications of the split can come in 3 categories: 70-30, 60-40, and 55-45 for the champion and the challenger respectively, except in the most exceptional of circumstances in which the split would be modified to 50-50. Now, you sent me the article You sent me the article, I don't know, like half an hour or whatever before. I couldn't find a case in which the WBC had adjusted it to 50-50. Now, this is WBC rules, I understand other sanctioning bodies have done other things, but just in reading this, I'm like, wow, like, they don't even identify as 50-50 as being an option on the rules. Like, that's not the three options, 70-30, 60-40, 55-45, in the most exceptional of circumstances, I'm sorry, the split may be modified to 50-50. So I look at that and then I'm like, all right, well, they're bringing up the viewership, they're bringing up the ticket sales, but at the end of the day, what are the purses? You get what I'm saying? Because that's what they look at. Like when Shakur went to the WBO when he was facing Jamel Herring, when he made his case to get more than Jamel or more than what they were offering, it was, this is what I've made in my last three purses. This is what he's made his last three purses, so on and so forth. I mean, if you want to talk about attendance, Devin, they had 40,000, 40 some thousand in Australia, then like 15,000, and then 12, 13, whatever it was, 11,000 at the end. So it's just like, I think it's all, your value really comes of what you've been able to get paid thus far. I understand what you bring to the table, but what have you been able to get thus far? And I think a lot of that will play into all of this.
Sorry for the long pause. I'm keeping myself muted. So the other thing that is, the other reason that's dangerous is obviously we have history, right? Canelo was exactly like Devin Haney, except he's born Mexican. But Canelo and Haney share a similar path that they chose in going the WBC route from the very beginning. So both of those men have won every single title that the WBC has to offer. Regionals, continentals, internationals, interims, then championships. Shakur, on the other hand, only just started banging and rocking with the WBC in the what's his name? Oscar Valdez fight. I was about to say Alvarez fight. In the Oscar Valdez fight, he hasn't been a WBC youth in a like. So there's gonna be, in my opinion, there should respectfully be some, I don't know if it's leniency or preference to the champion who's paid those sanctioning fees title after title after title, then defended the title. And because history shows us that Canelo got upset at the WBC and vacated, have they learned from that situation? Secondly, for those that think that Haney would be perceived as a duck if he vacates or he moves up and doesn't fight Shakur altogether, keep in mind that Sergey Kovalev was the crusher. Before Gennady, he was one of the baddest mans in the planet, right? He didn't fight Stevenson when this exact same thing happened. When Al Heyman and Adonis Stevenson chose to go to the WBC or the WBO and enforce the fight with Kovalev, they won the purse bid, they being Al and Stevenson. Kovalev and Kathy Duva then came out and said, we're not taking the fight, regardless that you won. We got a contract with HBO. We're not going to another network. And that was the end of that. And no one ever called Sergey a duck. He went on to fight Ward, and we were all happy. So yes, in the immediate, it might be some fans to say, oh, he ducked, oh, he ain't fight. But, it won't stick. It just won't stick. Devin's been at, and again, this is why I'm saying this is a dangerous move, because you just giving Devin fire to say, man, fuck that division. I've been there all my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do things your way. We're going to do them my way because I'm the one sacrificing to stay here. Now, you can get an opportunity at undisputed, or you can get an opportunity at a vacant WBC title shot. That's something for Shakur's team to think about. but I believe that they are, and that's why they asked for a 30-day free negotiation period. Meaning they want to send this pressure and say, hey, Dev, look, we ain't stupid. We could go the legal route. But at the same time, we got 30 days to work it out.
Pretty sure, according to WBC rules, they have to go through the 30-day negotiating period before they go to purse bids.
And that's my point. But by sending this order to the WBC, they putting the pressure on Devin. You know what I'm saying? Now they giving them 30 days to negotiate free and clear before the WBC has to step in. Another thing is Devin doesn't have a network.
So the WBC would have to approve that, right? Because he's not the first person to petition. Right?
Who's not the first person to petition?
I'm saying Shakur. Like, wasn't Lomachenko's? Didn't his team petition after the loss?
I mean, I think he was going to make. They were. I think Clemens was putting a petition to, get the fight based off the judges or the score. Like thinking.
No. A petition was put in to each sanctioning body. To keep them number one, so they can run it back after the fight. Like that was a petition.
Has it been approved?
We gotta see what the WBC chooses to do.
Yeah, but has it been approved?
Exactly. We have to see what the WBC chooses to do. Because they kept them number one. Nothing's been ordered though. So, they've complied at least with one half of Loma's request, which was keeping them number one. They did that. So now it's like, okay, cool. Now what's the decision? Like, is something going to get ordered? Because I don't even know that they petitioned for the mandatory. I think they petitioned to remain number one to get the rematch, So we need some answers from Mauricio. Like that's who we need. That's who we need, because it's just too many questions. And it's like, well, what is what? Who is the mandatory? Why be number one if the number two is the mandatory? You know what I'm saying? We got to see really what's what.
So I'll say this, man. There's a few of you, specifically one of you, that you're saying whatever it is that you're saying in the comment section. Just keep in mind that you could be sent to the Phantom Zone because I haven't made one excuses. This is all factual. You know what I mean? I'm reading the article, giving you what the article states, giving you the options that every other champion has made and taken. From one of the biggest in Canelo. So to call it excuses means you're literally wanting to be in the Phantom Zone, which is a 300-second timeout.
Would you like me to read the article? So that
Sure. I'll screen share. You read. I love the picture they used too, by the way.
All right. So you said use screen share and I'll read. Let me know when you're ready, champ.
Oh, what's up? We ready to rock.
All right. So this is a boxing scene titled Shakur Stevenson tired of waiting. Contacts WBC to order Devin Haney mandatory fight. This is by Jake Donovan. Published at 9 p.m. Pacific, a little after midnight last night. He says, Shakur is done waiting around for his chance to become a 3-division world champion. BoxingScene.com has confirmed that Stevenson's team has formally contacted the WBC to call for a mandatory title fight versus the undisputed lightweight champion Devin Haney, and with the possibility of an even purse split. Newark Stevenson is a WBC mandatory challenger and has attempted to negotiate such a fight in good faith, but has already reached a point where the sanctioning body will have to intervene. Consistent with the WBC Rule 3.7, Shakur Stevenson has been designated the mandatory challenger for lightweight champion Devin Haney. Josh Dubin, Stevenson's co-manager, along with James Prince, stated to the WBC in an official letter obtained by BoxingScene.com. He said, while we have tried for the last several weeks to negotiate a bout with Mr. Haney on Mr. Stevenson's behalf, we have not made much progress. Therefore, we respectfully ask the WBC officially order the bout pursuant to Rule 2.8 so that the free negotiation period can begin. I am confident that once the 30-day negotiation deadline is set, we will have more headway. In the event we cannot reach the agreement, Mr. Stevenson intends to enforce his mandatory position through the bid process. Um, then they talk a little bit about the fighters. So then, you scroll a little further down. It says, it has come to my attention, quote, it says, it has come to my attention that in ordering the mandatory and officially commencing the free negotiating period, the WBC has, of late, notified the parties of the division of proceeds in the event a purse bid becomes necessary. Dubin noted of potential rule violation in a follow-up letter also obtained by Boxing Scene. It has been my experience in the past that the division of proceeds is not addressed until the free negotiation period terminates. Nonetheless, in the event of Board of Governors elects to consider the division of proceeds upon ordering the commencement of the free negotiation period, the following sets forth Mr. Stevenson's position regarding how the proceeds should be divided in the event a purse bid becomes necessary. So this right here is pretty much just stating what I'm about to read is, Team Stevenson and why they believe in the letter, why they believe they should get that 50-50 purse split should it go to purse bid. So in section 2.16 of the WBC rules states that Board of Governors may by a majority vote authorize a modification of the division of purse offer proceeds between boxers in a purse offer in particular cases, such as consideration of outstanding marketing value of one of the boxers, as the WBC shall determine in its sole discretion. The modification of the split of the remainder shall be 60-40 and 55-45, except in the most exceptional circumstances in which the split may be modified 50-50 at the WBC sole discretion. Respectfully, this is precisely the exceptional circumstance that Section 2.16 contemplates. When considering the market value of Shakur Stevenson by any and every metric, it is quite clear that 50-50 split is appropriate. So then a little further down, says Shakur Stevenson has consistently drawn among the best ratings on linear TV of any professional boxer in the sport. For instance, when Mr. Stevenson fought Oscar Valdez on April 30th, 2022, he drew 1.16 million viewers on ESPN. Moreover, even against lesser known opponents, he has in every instance drawn a higher television rating than Mr. Haney. By the way, when Mr. Stevenson fought Robson Conceição, a virtually unknown boxer from Brazil, on September 23rd, 2022, he drew an average of 1,076,000 viewers. The very next month, Mr. Haney fought well-known unified champion George Kambosos, well-known, and drew an average of 945,000 viewers. Mr. Haney's next fight drew even less viewers, averaging 923,000. Which I don't know how he could say that when the fight after that was Lomachenko, so that was pay-per-view, right? But anyway, I continue. He said, another compelling metric of market value is ticket sales. Mr. Stevenson has consistently been a draw at the gate regardless of the opponent. He has drawn more than 10,000 fans for each of his last 3 bouts. In fact, his last 2 bouts set record attendance records for professional boxing at the Prudential Center, a record held by a popular former champion, Thomas Adamick. 2 of those bouts were against highly ranked but lesser known opponents, Sashudo Yoshino and Robson Conceição. When Mr. Haney fought a lesser known opponent in his adopted hometown of Las Vegas, he reportedly sold less than 3,000 tickets. Yeah, I'm gonna pause right there because it's like I'm trying to think like what fight could they be talking about, champ? You could help me out here, Because it was way more than 3 in attendance for Loma, way more than 3 in attendance
I
for
mean, maybe they got
Linares in a pandemic, way
maybe,
more than 3 in attendance for JoJo in a
but
pandemic.
but again, maybe they got inside information about comps. You know, Linares, excuse me, the JoJo fight didn't have that many people. I think they had like 7,000, right? So who
So you
knows?
think you think it could have been possible to give out more comps than tickets purchased?
I mean, we certainly had rumors of Top Rank giving out 3,000 tickets for a Tyson Fury
Oh, that was
fight.
a matchroom. That was a matchroom bout.
All right. Well, that was a matchroom bout too, bro. Jojo Diaz was a matchroom bout. So, you know,
No, that's what I'm saying. You brought up Top Rank. I'm saying that was
well,
matchroom.
and
In
what I
case you forgot.
okay, but what I was saying when I brought up Top Rank was to give you an example of a popular promoter that was accused of giving away thousands of tickets for a Tyson Fury fight. So if they could do it for Fury or be accused of it, it's not far fetched for Devin's matchroom promoter to give away 4,000 tickets. You know what I'm saying? If Tyson Fury, the heavyweight, gave away 3,500 or some shit like that for his Vegas fight, I mean, you just never know, champ. I wasn't there. I was there at the fight, and there was certainly like 7,000. It was pretty nice for the JoJo fight, but I don't know who bought and who didn't.
No, for sure. He said finally, Mr. Stevenson is an Olympian. He proudly represented the U.S. in the 2016 games. He won a silver medal and garnered international attention. Mr. Haney did not represent his country at the Olympics.
Yo, you know that shot's fire for real. They
In conclusion, the event a purse bid becomes necessary. Mr. Stevenson strongly urges the board of governors to institute an equitable division of purse bid proceeds. By any measure, he possesses outstanding market value. So now my question is, if the WBC like, nah, you know, I don't think you deserve 50-50, but we do see the value you bring. We think, but it's just not at 50-50. Let's say they think it's at 55-45. So the way the rules are written is you propose what you like, state your reason why, the board of governors votes on it. So it doesn't state, oh, we can come back with a counter. It states we're going to vote on the 50-50. Do you think that was a bit aggressive, or do you think it's possible for them to come back like, okay, we're not going to do 50-50, but we'll do 60-40 or 55-45? Because I know that's not the way it's written, but it just makes me wonder, like, what if they're not cool with 50-50, but they're cool with 55-45? And now it's like, because
I think they'll be able to, you know, announce whatever it is they're cool with. But again, we have history, and you know, Dillian White sold more tickets and been on pay-per-view way more than Shakur Stevenson in his respected country. And he attempted this with Tyson Fury, same person in question that gave away 3,500 tickets, and he could not get it. Remember that Tyson Fury ended up getting 80% for his mandatory defense.
Yeah, but I remember that happening because of Tyson Fury petitioning, not because of Dillian petitioning. And then it's like, oh, actually, instead of deserving more than the usual, you deserve less, and we're going to take money away from you. Like, that's not the way the shit played out. Tyson petitioned for a bigger than split as the champion, and he got it.
Yeah, because he was supposed to get 25, and he asked for, you know, that extra 5% to be given to him. So it was 80-20. Then Dillian tried to contest it, is all I'm saying, with the WBC, and they voted against him. They really gave Tyson 80%, even though Dillian had been on pay-per-view since when? Almost every single fight of his has been on pay-per-view in the last, I don't know, 4 years maybe, at least in the UK. So
I just think that's not the greatest of examples, just because it's like both guys petitioned. So it's like one didn't petition till he lost, the other petition, like the Dillian White petition to me just seems not as legit, because it's like Tyson petitioned first, so you just petitioning the decision on their petition, and it's like, although he was on pay-per-view, you got to realize who Tyson Fury is. Like, yeah, Dillian, you said bigger than Shakur. I agree as far as the pay-per-view and shit like that, but it's like Tyson was bigger than Haney, so it's like that's why Tyson was able, you know what I'm saying? So like I feel like it kind of played both ways.
You think Devin just plays the villain role and vacates the belts? Let people say he avoided and
Nah, bro.
because in your eyes the fight is bigger
hear
later.
me. I think that Devin's WBC history, first and foremost, I think he fights at 140 pounds next. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been saying this. I think he fight at 140 pounds next.
You might want to read. You might want to read out loud the part where his manager Shakur mentions that. You know, they said they said something about if he attempts to fight at 140, you know, they want him stripped.
I mean, they can want him stripped, but there's timelines in play, right? So when you know, he quoted all the rules and shit, and I've been reading all that shit. So it's like, bro, in them same paragraphs you quoted, he got a year.
From the fight, and he got a year from the Lomachenko fight is technically the rules. His right. Mandatory defense was Lomachenko, so it's a year to date, just like Canelo, you know, last mandatory was Yeardom.
Right. So in theory, Devin could have 2 fights without being stripped. And then think about this. He could legit have 2 fights without being stripped. When you look at the champs, I would say he's probably one of the top 3 to 4 names that the WBC has carrying A belts, right? You know, you got Canelo, you got Tyson Fury. Who else is on pay-per-view that's a WBC champ, right? You know, Jamel's about to fight on pay-per-view, but needless to say, I think Devin's one of the top 4 or 5 names. That being said, he fights later this year. He fights beginning of next year, before the 365 days, right? Tells the WBC, Mauricio, I plan to come back down in my next fight and defend your belt and defend the undisputed crown, blah, 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 blah. Yo, they are, you know, it's something they got to consider. So I'm just saying, like, let's not pretend like all these days and shit, like we ain't ever seen exceptions. 30-day negotiation period. They wanted 60 days. They'll get 60 days. Oh, we almost there. Give us another 15. Okay. Oh, we almost there. Give us another 10. Okay.
Yeah, but both sides got to agree to almost be there. Devin can't be saying we almost there and Shakur saying, hell no, we ain't almost there. You know that don't work like that.
No. I'm just saying people think that because the shit is printed in the rules that's the end all be all. And that's not the fucking case. You get what I'm saying? Just like in the same, bro, it's legit a paragraph above. It say 30-day negotiation. Cool. How many times don't it get extended? You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Devin could defend that title. Boo boo. Mauricio. Now I've been representing the WBC in numerous divisions. Bop. Hey, Mauricio, you know, I think I'm gonna go back down 35, defend these belts. You know what I'm saying? And it's like now, it's just a lot that goes into it. That's all. There's a lot that's gonna go into it, and I think that the 50-50 is very ambitious. And you know, I'm not mad at him for wanting the 50-50. 0% of me think he'll get 50-50. Like legit 0%. But I'm not mad that he wanted it. I just don't know if the way the rules are written in the WBC, if they vote to not allow that, is it over? Like, can they, because now it's going to be 70-30, right? That's what I want to know. That's why we need Mauricio. Like, if y'all turn down a 50-50, is it the standard? What's the standard? 65-35 or 70-30? Is the standard split going to now be in play if you guys turn down a 50-50? You know, those are all questions I want to know, champ.
I don't know, champ. I don't know. We got to see how this one plays out. But this is why we're doing this show. I felt like this is a very hot button topic that deserves the attention. Now we can respectfully say that the secondary breaking news for this morning was Fury and Ngannou agreed to box on October 28th in RADA. So shout out once again to Skill Challenge for bringing this fight to life. You know, Ngannou and Tyson Fury have been talking about fighting ever since, Fury and Wilder fought. In between those fights, they've been talking. It's a fantasy fight. I will not be picking Francis Ngannou. I hate, that he's not taking it serious. There's no way you can win. This is the Loma all over again, except he doesn't have the Loma skills or background or amateur. None of that. Like, yeah, he got Dewey Cooper, but that's not enough to give you the amateur background and years of experience that Loma had, who still came up short. There's no way.
Can it be a bit different since this is the heavyweight division?
No.
And you know what I'm saying? That
No.
all it takes is one punch?
No, I would have said that had Fury never fought Wilder 3 times. But Fury fought Wilder 3 times. No one is knocking out Fury. It's
I'm just saying,
not happening.
he fought him 3 times, and we know who and what Wilder is. But at the end of the day, he was still 50, 60 pounds heavier, and Ngannou's going to be heavier than Fury for this one, I would assume.
Ngannou's going to be a fucking robot, weirdo, MMA loser. Watch and mark my words. I will never, ever go with the MMA guy in a boxing ring. Fury's gonna spark this dude.
Actually, no, he only 258, 260. So yeah,
Fury's gonna spark this dude, and I hope he don't play, because Fury's an entertainer. So he might play, he might get on the toes and jab and just show y'all how bad of an outclass. And I would rather him Deontay Wilder this motherfucker. Show him and every other MMA loser, stay in your own sport. Don't come over here. You're going to get bodied over here. Y'all want that check? You're going to get a check for getting scraped up off the ground. That's what I want Fury to do. He got to understand this one is us against them. This ain't no, fake fantasy fight, exhibition, Mayweather shit. No, this is boxing versus UFC, and you go out there and you represent us properly. And you get this motherfucker straight up out of here. Quick, fast, in a hurry. He ain't getting no show for this. None of that, because this ain't Mayweather McGregor at all. I remember asking you that whenever this was like a topic, and it ain't. You know what I mean? He's not, Ngannou's not going to bring in the whole MMA world the way that McGregor did.
So, yeah, bro, like, first and foremost, to me, that's like totally, Mayweather hadn't fought in 2.5, 3 years. McGregor himself is bigger than the UFC. Like, I gives no fucks. He as a sole human being is bigger than the UFC. And like, bro, I feel like when he fights, he makes more than the company. Like,
and that's why this ain't that. That's what I'm saying. This ain't got the buzz of that. It ain't got the buzz. Ngannou's not. I never seen him fight. That's how you know he ain't. He ain't.
Yeah, I mean,
McGregor.
I've seen him fight, obviously, but not. I just don't like that he's never boxed.
This is my
like.
thing.
It's like, bro, come back and fight. You feel me?
This is the point I'm trying to relate to you, Danny. Like, Ronda Rousey and McGregor crossed over to guys like me who are disgusted by MMA. We were forced to watch them fight, even if it was for 10 seconds or 2 seconds on your Instagram timeline. I have never in my life, I think I'm lying. I think someone, because we talked about him at one point, sent me an Ngannou highlight reel. But other than that, the timeline, Google itself, the algorithm, they haven't ever pushed this dude to me. Never.
Yeah. So I just want to say, since we are reporting on this, there is no confirmation that the WBC heavyweight title will be on the line. There is no confirmation how many rounds this fight will be. So we don't know that Fury's defending his title. I think that if anything, you make a special belt or something. You can't have him defend his title to a guy who has never put on a pair of boxing gloves.
I mean, I'm not in any way mad at that. Let that man defend his belt. I don't know what Floyd did, but it went on Floyd record.
I am.
It is what it is. A voluntary is a voluntary.
No, like I said, Floyd was removed from the sport. It didn't have nothing to do with nothing. They created a special belt for the special event. And the only thing was, yes, it counted as a professional fight. That's it. It counted on the record. but there was no belt, no nothing. Like it was something that we could respect. It was a fight of two mega combat sport athletes, and that was that. There was no mockery. Floyd wasn't the only thing Floyd was the current GOAT, the current face of the sport. But he wasn't the current welterweight champ, super welterweight champ, UFC champ, nothing.
I just don't get what upsets you. See, like, that's boxing for me. And that's why I never was mad at Rocky.
Bro, this ain't fucking Creed. What do you mean what upsets me?
Exactly.
This isn't fucking Creed.
Exactly.
The fuck you think? The motherfucker gets out of jail and he gets out the UFC because he can't get a fucking fight and now he come to boxing?
Yes.
Fuck you.
Yes, no.
This ain't no movie. And that was the worst Creed they fucking made. Creed 3 was the worst one. Fuck you talking about. What is my problem with this shit? This shit's a mockery.
I ain't even talking about Creed 3. I'm talking about the father, Apollo. He did it for Rocky. Rocky, bro, fighters literally come out to Rocky. Rocky's in the fucking Hall of Fame. Like, this is the Rocky story. Ngannou's just a UFC guy. There's nothing wrong with a champion giving out a voluntary. That's the word of a voluntary. You ain't got to be fucking worthy. You're getting a voluntary. It's a lotto ticket. You know what I'm saying? I don't find any issue with it.
No, go put some money on black. Fuck you talking about? You want to win some money? You think this is a lottery? Go to the fucking casino. This ain't that.
You racist. Ngannou is black. Come on, what you saying? Nah, but for real though, I have no issues with it, and I hope Tyson decapitates him. All love for Dewey Cooper though.
Bro, I got love for Dewey. But yeah, bro, that's
he
not.
He said Danny's
I'm
beard
cool
nearly fell off.
Bro, that's cool. You feel me? Look, exactly. Rocky fought Hulk Hogan, who was faking real life, faking a movie, and now, come on, bro.
No,
like,
but Apollo gave Rocky a shot. That what the bottom line is, he's undeserving. That's it. It don't matter how undeserving. He's undeserving.
So in the movie, who wasn't the boxer? Was Apollo not the boxer, or was Rocky not the boxer? Who had never boxed?
Rocky was not the boxer because he was just a street thug. Remember, he was an enforcer.
Was he or was he not putting on boxing gloves?
Ngannou has been for years. Don't act like that. Don't act ignorant. This is a very informative show. You know, Ngannou has been
doing the gym. Like, the motherfucker ain't had no club shows, no nothing. Bruh, so it's like, bro,
Ngannou,
I'm not. I don't give a fuck what you say. You trying to justify this with a fucking fictional movie from a former porn star?
No,
you trying to justify this by giving an example from a fictional movie made by a former porn star. I don't give a fuck, champ. This ain't right. This ain't. No matter what example you give me from that movie, is it gonna make it right for Tyson Fury to defend his title to somebody who has never boxed?
And I hear all that, except that I respect Dewey Cooper. This isn't the only fighter he has in Ngannou. He's had world champions in boxing. He's a legitimate trainer. And he's been training.
Who said anything about Dewey?
I'm not done. He's been training Ngannou for years. So when you say, has he put on boxing gloves? Does he have some sort of boxing experience? I'm going to say yes. But again, I'm also biased, Danny. Just let me finish this. I'm also biased.
No. Hold on. Let me say something. Let me just say something, bro. I'm willing to bet that at your 40-some years of age, you got more rounds boxed than Francis Ngannou. So now you deserve a shot at Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury will fucking kill you.
Champ. Ngannou deserves a shot based off Tyson Fury, brother. Tyson Fury is the heavyweight champion of the world, and right now he's got no mandatory. He took care of that in Dillian White.
Papa, what you smoking down there, champ? What you smoking down there? ¿Cuál fumas que estás tan sonso de la cabeza, bro? Like, what are you talking about?
What is your big problem with a voluntary, bro? I don't get it.
Bro, how the fuck is this a voluntary gotta be with somebody who in the top 10 of the fucking rankings? Special exception, top 15. How the fuck is he ranked? He ain't never fought, champ.
Bro, he's a champion in a whole nother fucking entity.
Bro, me vale madre. Who give a fuck?
I can't believe that. This is the weirdest thing. This is the weirdest thing to me, honestly. That's why I'm not even yelling like you. It's like, how is the MMA guy on the show?
I can't believe that you're okay with this, though.
You're the dude that literally wants me to create an MMA show and talk MMA on this show. Now he gets an MMA
This is an MMA, champ. MMA was the
let-
shit I just watched this past weekend.
Let me finish. He finally gets an MMA fighter that we could talk about that's going to get a shot. He's mad he's getting a shot. That's a little strange to me. But hey, phone lines are open. We're done talking Shakur and Devin. We've told you about Tyson and Ngannou. It's really on you. If you want to voice your opinion on both topics, feel free. The number to call, 1425-569-5241. Press 1. One time.
Yeah, I'm going to call Amir, man. I'm going to call Amir because I just hopped on the scale. I'm 198. I want all the fucking smoke with Badu. I want all the fucking smoke with Badu. If we just giving random guys that don't deserve a fucking title shot, let's do it. Me and Badu.
I got Modern King Boxing is with a $2 super chat at the champ level. He says, wakey, bakey, TBV with the sunrise emoji. Shout out to you, champ. I definitely already smoked and am currently smoking. We got Trap Media USA, $2 super chat says, why he wait until Dev activated his 140 PR move? And by PR, does he mean PR like public relations move? What do you mean by PR? All Jonesy, 8 months, contender level.
If he meant PR like public relations, is he saying that that's cap, right?
I mean, maybe public relations. You know, you getting the word out there, but PR doesn't mean cap. At the end of the day, it don't mean cap. It means spreading the word.
Look, we could do. So you got Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou, me and Badu, and then Keem and Earl.
Damn.
Keem and Earl.
Kimachenko to be exact. R. Jonesy, member for 8 months at that contender level, says, maybe I'm slow. How is he asking the WBC for a shot with Loma being number 1 and wanting a rematch? Why not the WBO? And if they say no, 50-50, then what's Shakur to do?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, look, the truth is that people gonna say what they want about their first title shot, but everybody wants the WBC. So right now, Shakur got options, right? He can ask the WBO to do the same thing he's asking the WBC, but he's asking the WBC because A, they're the most prestigious. B, you know, they the ones that have actually publicly been down these roads.
Boom. Bro, that's a star pay-per-view. Keem already said he'll take Earl. Already got the fishing hook emoji in the chat. So come on, man.
Let's go. See,
Keem, you got more rounds. You got more rounds than let me see. Who fight? Nah, who fight in the UFC around that way? You know, whoever it is, you feel me? You got more rounds in them. I got more rounds than whoever. Than John Jones on the gloves, and my boy got more rounds. Ness got more rounds than Ngannou.
Someone said public relations means get ahead of it and start your own narrative. I mean, fighting Regis.
Somebody else said PR in the UK mean cap.
Fighting Regis isn't your own narrative. Like, it's crazy. Devin has literally made it to Money Mayweather status where they hate him, right? Like, any other dude that's moving up in weight to fight Regis, people would be like, oh my God. This guy's moving up to fight Regis, who's considered a puncher and a dog. They're saying he's avoiding. They're saying it's a media campaign, a PR campaign. Wow. Devin, you've officially made it. You got to remain on pay-per-view. They're going to have to pay to see you lose and pay to see you win. I got CYP with a $5 super chat. He says, boxing is primary. Every other sport is secondary. You don't come back up the ladder you fell off of. Laugh out loud with tears. Fist emoji. If you can't throw hands, you will only catch them. So I guess that's for Loma. Falling off the ladder, you don't get back up it? Or is he talking to the chat? You know, I don't really know right now.
Yeah, I don't really know who he's talking about because we've just covered a lot. But shout out to CYP For sure.
Yo,
Shout out to Nestor Gibbs.
Yo, Supermax wants me to remind you that Danny Ngannou never lost his UFC title. So technically, he could walk into the ring as a UFC heavyweight champ versus the boxing WBC champ. Kind of like Jermell and Canelo, champion versus champion, even though they're not in the same division. You know, it's marketing. Undisputed versus undisputed. So they'll say champion versus champion.
That's like, hold on. Because I know the cocksucker was tuned in last night. You said that was Supermax, right? That was Supermax, right?
Bro, these Chicago dudes, you call my man a cocksucker?
Yo, that was Supermax. So look, Max. So you saying that Vladimir Guerrero Jr., because he won the home run derby last night, and he the home run derby champ, he could come fuck around in the ring. Because it's two separate sports, two completely different sports. But he just became champ last night. So because he became the home run derby champ, now that means he could come fight. Come on, bro. Like motherfuckers bringing up UFC records like they ain't lost before. Like, bro, this ain't even the same sport, the same glove, the same mouth, not even the same weight.
Now I see
like
why
the gloves ain't even the same weight, bro. Like, you realize that, right? Like, UFC gloves are 4 ounces. Heavyweights fight in 10 ounces. That means that Francis Ngannou is going to be fighting in gloves that's 250% heavier than the gloves he fighting on a regular basis. I just want to throw that out there. The gloves he will be fighting in is going to be 250% heavier than the gloves he used to. It's not even nowhere near the same, bro.
Bro, why you still acting like my man does not train in them gloves? You out here capping, lapping, but I love it, yo. Like, you really had passion for this. I thought when he said, honestly, the audience be making me think you more of a Haney Shakur fan than like real life.
No, man, come on. Like, how is that gonna look? First and foremost, bro, how is that gonna look
this guy ain't
to the fucking
he ain't gonna
sport?
let me finish one sentence today.
That's why the sport be getting ridiculed, bro. Like, you think Deontay Wilder would be able to go to the UFC and get a shot at John Jones? Fuck no, yo. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury wouldn't be able to go get a shot at John Jones or at the belt. And if they did, bro, the UFC fans would say the same shit. Who the fuck is this guy? And why does he deserve a shot over everybody else who didn't put the work in?
They would let it happen the same reason I'm letting it happen, because we want to see our team kill
but
that
it would
team.
get ridiculed. It would get ridiculed by the UFC fans. It would get ridiculed. Just like
biggest numbers.
Bro,
crossover fights, biggest numbers. This was supposed to be Wilder. Let's be real.
I'm not taking that away. I'm just saying.
Wilder wanted this so bad, he was willing to go in there.
Let's call a spade a spade. So if it's bullshit, it's bullshit.
Wilder wanted this so bad, he was willing to do a 1-1. He wanted to get in the fucking cage. That's how bad he wanted Ngannou. That's crazy. Yo, skill challenge.
Wilder also doesn't currently have, and nor was he calling for that as he was defending his belt or as a title defense.
That's false.
We don't know that
that's
this is a title defense.
That's false. When he had the belt, he wanted Ngannou. Crazy.
Bro, Ngannou was, I know that's a lie, because Ngannou wasn't nobody. In 2018, nobody. So that's how I know that's false.
Nah. He always talked about a crossover, bro. I'm telling you, he wanted Ngannou. There's no way Ngannou couldn't have been nobody at all in 2018. I'll let Supermax answer that. You being a bit biased today. That's okay, though. That's okay. You really like this UFC
2018, Daniel Cormier was the guy. The firefighter from Cleveland.
You know what?
What's his name?
Hold on, Danny, be a co-host and try to have a conversation. I'm trying to say, interrupt you and say, you know what? Maybe you're right. It's probably John Jones that Wilder was calling out back then.
So he wanted the smaller man to move up to face him. I got you.
I mean, John Jones always wanted a heavyweight. He always wanted to fight a heavyweight or something, or was a heavyweight.
Technically, you know, because the UFC has different weight classes. He never fought too far from Wilder. I mean, he was light heavyweight champ. Light heavyweight in the UFC is 205. So now he's heavyweight champ, and anything north of 205, I think, you know, he's probably like 240, 250 right now. But I'm just saying, bro, it's different sports. Like, we can't.
Supermax sent the message and said, Danny, fall back me and Ness interviewed Wilder on this very show 3 weeks before the second Fury fight, and he told me and Ness he wanted John Jones or Ngannou next. And he said he'd go over to fight both also. Boom.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I ain't say he ain't say it. I said that he wasn't nobody at the time, and that's not that's not false. Like Ngannou in the first month of 20, or they fought in February 2019. That's when he lost. So, or 2020. I'm sorry, that's when he lost. So,
But
if
you
you
just, I mean, at the
saying,
end of the day, there's nothing else for you to say, bro. Like, the man came on this show and said he wanted Ngannou. So whether Ngannou was nobody to
yeah,
you
but
in 2018,
you talking about he was going over there.
bro, it don't matter. Like, what I'm trying to say, if you let me tell you, it don't matter if he was popular or not. You're still wrong because Wilder said it on this show out his mouth that he wanted either or. So it don't matter how you felt about Ngannou. I'm still originally right that Wilder desperately wanted this, first. That's it. End the story. We don't got to keep arguing about something so simple and meaningless too, because it was just a sentence.
No, and no, and that's what I said. I never was disagreeing with that. I'm just saying it don't mean that was cool, like that's what people wanted to see, or nothing like that. Like Ngannou wasn't a champ at that time.
But that's
He
what I'm
wasn't.
saying. That's not
Yeah.
true. That's what I'm saying. That's not true because we were on it as Wilder
Okay, cool.
fans. We
So
were
how
fucking
much
with
would
it.
you like to bet that he was not champion at that time?
But I didn't care if Ngannou or John Jones was a champ. That's what I'm saying. As a Wilder fan back then, I was cool with my man getting the crossover so
I
he could get
understand that,
bigger.
bro. I understand that, but that's what I'm saying. That he's saying it's okay because this whole thing started because he said it was okay because Wilder wanted him, and I'm like, cool. So he wanted him when he wasn't the champ. Right now, he's saying that Fury can do it because this guy was a champ from the UFC and he's coming over to step into boxing as a champ. And I'm like, cool. So, but he's saying, oh, Wilder wanted, and because Wilder wanted, it's okay for Fury, but he wasn't the champ when Wilder was calling his name. So who give a fuck? Why wasn't he calling Daniel Cormier fat ass?
Oh my God.
He was a champ.
I just think that you're trying to pick an argument for no reason. Like, he called him out when he had without a belt, without being a champion. That's just proving my point more, Danny. You burying yourself. Dig a whole Jay-Z song. Lord have mercy.
Bro, I'm saying what he said.
Let me
He
finish
said
my sentence.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
If the man is calling out a non-champion in 2018, and now that man goes on to be champion and fucking Fury's fighting him 4 or 5 years later, it's obviously a meaningful fight. It's obviously, you got one guy that been calling him out 4 years ago. Like, I don't get you're so upset about this. I wonder how the caller's gonna feel. Remember, you can call in.
Bro, I don't like my sport to get played with and ridiculed with,
I'm just shocked you on some my sports shit. This the man that want me to do an MMA show. I'm fucking lost.
Bro, but
today.
let it be MMA, bro. That's what you're not understanding. Let it be MMA. Let it be MMA. We don't see, what's crazy, bro? Right now, we just had yesterday home run derby baseball. You Dominican, so you got a half like baseball. Tonight's the All-Star game, right? You know what's crazy? They got all this shit. I ain't seen not one athlete from another sport playing the actual game. But you know what they do? Yeah, celebrity games, celebrity softball, celebrity baseball. They'll do shit like that. Why? And what they do, they get athletes from other sports to come play because this is a real sport. This ain't something to play with. You know what I'm saying? So just because he played or fought in another combat sport, to me, it don't justify him getting a shot at a title, his very first fight in the sport. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he can't box. I'm not saying he shouldn't be able to box. I'm not saying he shouldn't be able to box one of the top guys. He shouldn't get a shot at the title. He ain't done dick shit to deserve it.
Bro, honestly, I don't follow other sports, but again, using history to kill you, you're just a hater. Like, Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, and you can name people of your era that have crossed over to other major league sports based off fucking name value. Stop hating.
Cool. So those every person you just mentioned was legit being recruited to go play both sports. So they had the option as a teenager. Do I want to do this or do I want to do that? Bitch, I'm so cold, I'm going to do both. He 30-some years old. What the hell he been at the last 20 years? Why we ain't heard of him being potential two guy? We ain't never seen Serrano. Amanda Serrano, she fought MMA and boxing.
One question
Let's
for
not
you.
act like the shit ain't been done before. Go ahead.
One question for you. As a guy that's actually watched Ngannou, is he more of a submission fighter or a stand-up fighter?
I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I feel like it's dependent who he's fought. You know, I feel like he a stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? But bro, his last fight with Stipe Miocic was one of the most dreadful fights. And you know, I don't pay for that many pay-per-views. And it was like I even got my dad to watch it with me. I'm like, Dad, sit down, watch the man. You feel me? It was a lackluster, underwhelming performance, but at the end of the day, right? I guess it's to get the win. That's all that matter. But yeah, I'm not okay with this shit at all. Not if the title on the line.
The official press release is out. The undefeated Lineal and WBC heavyweight champion of the world and Francis Ngannou, the former UFC champion, will collide on Saturday, October 28th in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, in epic showdown between two giants.
Oh, that's the fight. It was the Ciryl Gane fight that just put me to fucking sleep. That was the fight.
I don't see anything about title defense, but I don't really care.
No, and that's what I'm saying. It's been confirmed that people have reached out to Mauricio already to get confirmation. No response yet. So that's what I'm saying. If it's an exhibition, create a belt.
Man.
I love it.
Let that man get a shot at being a heavyweight champ of the world. That's gonna be so gay because guess what happens, right? He wins, and then what? He's got to fight him again for the belt. Now all of a sudden he's worthy. Whack sauce. But listen, last time I'm going to say it, and we actually going to get to the callers this time. No more back and forth between me and Danny. The number to call, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, we are on Twitter, Spaces, Rocking and Rolling, as well as Discord. All you got to do is request to speak on your respected platform. We're going out to Treso High in Ohio right after this, so get that mic ready.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Yo, y'all haters talking about he don't deserve a title shot, bro. A voluntary is a voluntary, and if that man get in there with Fury, we seen what
a voluntary is a voluntary against a top 10 guy, somebody who's earned a spot, not a
bro.
A
they
new guy.
best. It's they best versus our best. Why you hating, man? Fuck, damn.
No, if he was the best, he would have still been at the UFC.
Bro, he left that slave contract.
Bro, he
left that slave contract. My man only made like 600,000. He that fucking heavyweight champ.
Bro. But that's the thing, bro. Slave contract, but yet what you wanted, John Jones got out for 4 years inactivity. Like, fuck out of here, bro. He was asking for shit that, you know what I'm saying? He knew what he was doing.
Well, he knew what he was doing, and you right. Because now, if you don't know, this fight is officially being promoted by him. GIMIK Fight Promotions. You know, they
never heard of him.
Exactly. Ngannou's promotional banner. He couldn't get that liberty, that freedom, that sense of ownership in that slave contract.
I'm mad that he boxing? He just don't deserve a title shot. And anybody that think he deserves a title shot is delusional.
No, you mad. That man got credentials. Let him live. Feel me? Treese in Ohio, what the fuck going on?
Man, you know what the fuck going on. Hey, hold on. Let's do me a favor and repeat the name of that promotion again.
It is
Who Give a Fuck?
GIMIK. GIMIK Fight Promotions.
Nigga, that sound like gimmick.
Gimmick.
Well,
yeah, that's what this shit is. It's a gimmick.
This is an official press release from ESPN and Top Rank, so it ain't no gimmick.
Okay, well, hey, I'm gonna watch the fight because it's like I get what you're saying. And I hope it's not for a belt. I ain't gonna lie. Both two things can be true. I'm gonna watch the fight, but I don't want it to be for the WBC belt. I just want to see the fight. I just want to see them fight as, you feel me, fighters. Two fighters who do what they do as a combat. I'm a combat sports fan. I watch all combat. You feel me? So I just want to see a fight, the fight. That's major to me, but not for the WBC belt. Not. We not doing that. But yeah, on that Haney and shit, on this Haney and Shakur shit, man. Listen, you know where I stand, man. I'm Team Haney this way, man. Shakur need to fucking relax and go do something, man. Go fight some. I want to see him fight the Ortiz guy, the Jermaine Ortiz fella first. I want to see him fight somebody of a little bit of caliber. You feel me? I'm not satisfied with that Yoshido shit he put on. I'm not satisfied with it. I'm not satisfied with it at all. And then I feel like if you want to negotiate a contract, I got an idea. If you're talking 50-50, I'm not with that 50-50 shit. How about we do like a 50-35 or a 50-40? We take the 50, you take the 35 or the 40, whatever the fuck, and then we put the 10 or the 15% in the air, nigga. Put that shit on the line. If you feel like you can beat us like that, put your money up too. Cause you ain't got no belt. You ain't got shit else. He ain't got shit else. You might as well put what they say, put your money where your mouth is, nigga. Yeah, on that type of time. What you think? Cause he ain't got shit else. He ain't got no belt. That shit don't make no sense to me. He talking 50-50 shit is over with. He got to put something up. He got to put something up. At least put some cheese on the line, bro. Something. It's crazy. But yeah, man. I feel like Haney gonna beat Shakur. I feel like Haney we gonna move up to 140 anyway. And motherfuckers can't and what Buddy was talking about with the PR shit, niggas can't say it's no duck move because that shit already been in the works that we talking about moving up to 140. That shit has already been in the air. So it ain't no duck. I don't want to hear no talk about no duck shit if he do move, but that shit is nonsense. That shit has already been in the air. The nigga Shakur just moved. He just moved up to 135. Why the fuck he trying to hold us down? Motherfucker not gonna keep us in a division we don't want to be in. You feel me? For a nigga who just moved up, who ain't got no belt, fuck out of here. Who ain't really fought nobody in our division, can't do it. Nigga, we need to go up, get that belt that what is it, PO vacated and whatnot. Yeah, and go from there. But shit, you know the drill. Shout out TBV, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on, man. Y'all be cool.
All right.
Grace, appreciate the call. I'll see you this weekend, my guy.
Fats, what up?
Yo.
What up?
Hey yo.
Bro, like
What
at
up?
least
Hey,
the
yo.
dude in Creed 3 fought as an amateur and was like a national champ, Golden Glove champ in the movie and shit like that. He go do his bid, but he was always a boxer.
Bro, you hating on Ngannou so hard. Dewey gonna disown you, man. He ain't rocking with you no more. I'm like, damn, Danny,
Dewey never owned me.
he gonna be like,
Dewey never owned me.
He gonna be like, damn, Danny, like you said your opinion. You couldn't just say your opinion. You got to keep repeating your opinion.
Bro, I love the fight. He just don't deserve a shot at the title.
Bruh,
and I want Dewey to become a
for
world
the
champion
20th
trainer again in boxing. It just won't be with Francis. I hope it won't because he don't deserve a shot at the title.
For
That's
the
all.
20th time, he don't deserve a title according to you. Go ahead, Fast.
Would you like it to be 21? Would you like it to be 21 times?
Let that man get his call.
Danny hot as shit. He ain't trying to let it go, yo. I mean, I don't like Furry either though. But so is this true that I see on YouTube? I think it was IKEA TV. So Devin did he activate his mandatory to fight Regis Progress? Yo.
Yeah, he over there making Instagram stories and shit. Yeah, I don't know if he activated the mandatory. I know he definitely received an offer.
Say again, Fats. My bad. I got to put this on IG. This dude hating right here. Crazy.
I was saying, is it true that Devin activated his mandatory to fight Regis?
Oh no, I ain't see nothing like that.
Oh, why? Because Danny was explaining something. Because I saw the Aki TV dude put that up there. That's why I asked that for real.
I mean, Aki is definitely linked and close with Bill, so maybe. I haven't heard from Bill since I invited him to the appreciation night. He ain't let me know that they activated anything for Regis, but I don't see the need. Based off the IFL video with
Right.
Eddie, the offer to fight Regis was a good offer. So why
Yeah.
activate? You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get what he
I
gets
mean,
out of that.
right, true. I mean, I mean, shit. I think it's time to move up to 140. But I mean, shit. He offered Shakur to fight, man. I mean, man, if they negotiate out a fight, shit, I'd like to see that too. I would rather see the Tank fight, but yeah, I mean, I like how Shorty go about his business, man. He don't be doing all this tweeting and keyboard killing and shit like Shakur be doing. Like, you'll be sending offers, man. Like, so if they negotiate and shit, I think that's cool. But I don't necessarily, the splits ain't that based off of what they worth. Like,
Yeah.
that ain't just cause Devin asking for it. Right. Oh, yeah,
No, it's
because
based off the rules. Like Devin ain't asking. That's just the rules. Tyson was
so
gonna get
okay.
75% versus Dillian, but he actually asked the
70.
Oh,
I thought it was
Okay.
I thought it was 75-25. That's what WBA is.
I mean, but
no, it's
if we being
70-30.
honest,
WBC
if we being
70-30.
honest, if we being honest
I
though, you
think.
know what I mean? Like,
Let me see.
who make this if it wasn't no belts on the line, this ain't a pay-per-view fight. You get what I mean? So Devin is really the one that make it a pay-per-view fight. People can say what the fuck they want to say. Like, if it wasn't no belts on the line, this wasn't for undisputed, and homie just ain't come off a pay-per-view win and all that. This ain't no big fight like that for real. So I mean, if Shakur want to negotiate, he should negotiate whatever he think he worth. But I mean, he shouldn't price himself out to make this fight neither, though. You know what I'm saying? If this shit a negotiation room, this really a real thing, because we all thinking that this shit was gonna happen down the line sometime. So, you know what I mean? Fuck all that pump faking, man. This the best. This the best I seen Shakur look though if he contacted the WBC, because all that keyboard killing, man, and you turning down contracts but you sending niggas bottles talking about sign shit. Man, put your money where your mouth is, man. I'm gonna keep on tuning in. Appreciate the call, y'all.
Appreciate the call, my guy. Appreciate the call. Appreciate everybody
Hey,
tuned in with us this beautiful morning. Smash the like. It is free.
tomorrow we gonna have Steven Nelson on the show. Don't let us forget. 9:30 a.m. Steven Nelson is on the Terrence and Earl Spence undercard.
Undercard July 29th, which we do have tickets available. If you guys are going to be in town and looking for somewhere to watch the fight, come watch it with us. We are having the best fight party in town with open bar, chicken nacho bar, your popcorn, your drinks. Tickets are on sale, as well as the appreciation night the night before, when your favorite fighters, trainers, managers, everybody in the business, and your favorite boxing podcast, of course, will be hosting a night of fun. Go on eventbrite.com, search the Boxing Voice to get your tickets now. I'll be dropping that in the link as well.
Alrighty then. On Discord, don't forget to raise your hand. We going out to Al in the Bay. How's your day?
Yo, what's up?
What
Straight
up?
from the Bay Area, Pittsburgh, California. Yeah, man. Shakur tripping, man. Like, he gonna wait till Devin Haney is getting offers from other people to be like, no, I want that fight, and then we won't be 50-50. He don't deserve 50-50. He luckily he gets what 35-55. So, like, put your money up, put your mouth is, man. Everybody had to take dig one time, so it's just his turn just to play as the underman. You feel me? You gonna get paid as the underman. You ain't bringing nothing to the table. With that festival Ngannou stuff, man, I've been beating on the drum for a while with that Floyd Mayweather fight. Like, I call Floyd Mayweather 49-0. I don't even count what's the name? Because to me it wasn't a real fight. And I wouldn't count this fight as an actual boxing fight. Title on the line or no title, I wouldn't count as an actual boxing fight. So it's like, you don't count those misfits fights as actual fights. You ain't counting this as an actual fight. I don't care what anybody says. So people who argue me down. Floyd Mayweather's 50-0. Floyd Mayweather's 49-0. To me, he never got to 50. And that's just how I feel.
But
I didn't watch that fight.
Can you say that's at least better since
and
it was
I'm
no
sure not
titles
gonna
on the
watch
line or
this one.
nothing? Or you ain't like it at all?
I didn't like it at all. Because it's like how is this gonna count on your resume? And this man never had a professional boxing fight at all. How is this gonna count? Do you count those misfits fights as professional fights? No. I don't count those Jake Paul earlier fights as professional fights because those are like misfits fights to me. So I don't count none of that. I'm a true sports fan. I count an MMA fight as an MMA fight. If you fight an MMA fighter, I count it as an MMA fight. But you want to cross over and say, oh, this is gonna count on my resume. I don't count that as your resume. You feel me?
Al in the Bay, thanks for calling in. We got Ricardo.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, cool. On that whole split thing, I think Shakur, he shouldn't complain. I mean, Devin didn't complain when he went to Australia to go get the belts. I feel like he shouldn't complain about the split. Maybe 65, 35 would be cool. And if he doesn't want to take it, then I say he should just vacate. I mean, he's looking at Wesudo already at 135, so I really wouldn't care if he vacated and moved up to fight Regis. So like that would be a good move. If Shakur doesn't want it, then I really wouldn't care. If Devin really moved up and was to fight Regis or somebody up at 140, that honestly, that to me, that is a little bit more interesting. I wouldn't call it a dud because he's been at 35 his whole career already, so it's time for him to move up. I mean, Shakur's already gone up, 2 weight classes and stuff, so I wouldn't call it a dud. And as the Tyson Fury and Ngannou, I feel like that's more of like a novelty fight that'll bring more eyes to the sport and stuff. I agree with Danny. I don't think it should be like as a considered a voluntary defense, more like a novelty fight, kind of like an exhibition type of fight that'll get more eyes to the sport and stuff. But that's how I see it.
All right, champ. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, I definitely think it'll
That's
bring crazy attention to the sport. No doubt about that.
Contrell, Phoenix, what up?
Yo, what's good? So I got a lot to say all the time. Firstly, I do agree with what Danny said about like it's a different sport. So yeah, I can see why Danny is mad. It makes sense. But where I don't agree with Danny is that it shouldn't be for like a title. Like if I'm fighting you and you have a title and I beat you, then I want the titles. Like regardless of if it's your first fight, your second fight, in a division. So that's what me and Danny don't agree at. But
Or in the entire sport, right? Fuck a division. First or second fight in the entire sport.
Yeah, it's different. It's completely different. So I don't think that you should be moved up the rank. It should be like an exhibition or something like that. Personal opinion, but if I'm fighting you
Y'all
and
hating,
it's
man.
not, then I
Y'all
want to go.
hating. Y'all want him to have an exhibition, fuck around and win, and then he got to do it again because now he's worthy in your eyes.
I ain't saying an exhibition. It could be a real fight. I'm just saying the title shouldn't be on the line. He ain't done shit to earn a ranking. Because if you saying that's matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up the rankings. I'm gonna pull up the rankings, and if you tell me who you dropping from the top 10 for him to be in the top 10 to be able to get this title shot.
I don't think that. I don't know. Personally, I don't like it, but it is what it is. It's Tyson Fury, gritty belly, and he got to do what he do to get the fight. But also, we'll talk about Shakur. I have a question. If Shakur WBC to be mandatory, doesn't that mean he gets?
You breaking up something crazy. Yeah, that's that Arizona highway you on.
All right, well, I'll call back.
Now, there you go. What? You? All right. Bluetooths, man. Khalif, what up? Detroit.
What's that? Y'all can hear me?
You know it.
All right, yeah. So first and foremost, look, I want to go ahead and give a big shout out to the Boxing Boys. Y'all do some hella fire work. As far as I'm concerned, y'all the undisputed champions for sure, man. Y'all do y'all
Appreciate you,
thing,
man.
bro. Y'all work hard in the motherfucker, man. But all right, so look, let me start with the Francis Ngannou business, right? I do kind of agree that the title shouldn't be on the line because these guys bust their ass and they work hard to, you know what I'm saying, to get in these rankings, and to have somebody just jump up just because they got a name, it's a little disingenuous. But I definitely think it should be an actual. I don't think it should be an exhibition. I just think it should be a legitimate fight, but no title on the line. Personally, for me. Now, you had a caller maybe 3 calls ago talking about some. Oh well, Jake Paul's fights didn't matter, and these fights didn't matter because these guys were I don't know. I guess he considered them journeymen, or they just wasn't real fighters or something. So what do you consider the person that's 0-0-0? You know what I'm saying? Like the person that never had a fight in their life. This is their first fight. So whether Francis Ngannou never boxed a day in his life, at some point in time, Floyd never boxed, and he had to start off somewhere. Or
you right. He was 7.
For example, you feel me? Devin Haney never did amateurs. At one point in time, he was 0-0-0. So if Devin Haney had lost his very first fight to, I don't know, let's just say his name's Steve down the street, what you gonna say? Oh, Steve down the street, his fight don't count because he fought a dude that never fought before. Nigga, you gotta start somewhere.
You do have to start somewhere. But that's like saying that your son who plays T-ball should have been in the home run derby last night. You get what I'm saying?
But it's not though, and I'll tell you why. It's not because whether I'm not saying it's not like if my son. My son's 6 years old, right? We're not talking about a child. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about somebody that has zero skill whatsoever. Okay, me personally, I box myself, right? I box. I am an amateur boxer, right? But I still got a regular day job, but I'm an amateur boxer. I can tell you right now, if I were to get in the ring with Francis Ngannou, I would not be able to beat that man in the boxing match. I can tell you that right now. I know I couldn't beat him in a boxing match. Even though I might technically have more skill than him, I would be 0-0-1. I would be 0-1 if I was to fight Francis Ngannou right now. I can't. I know I can't beat him. So with that being said, just because he's going to go fight the top guy doesn't mean that the nigga, you know what I'm saying, it's not a legitimate boxing match. Because what if he had a fought?
That's the bell. That's the bell. Need more time. You already know. A little counter punch keeps you on the line. I do want to read a little excerpt here that says, as a youngster, he was approached by gangs in his village to join them. However, Ngannou refused and instead decided to use his father's reputation as a street fighter as motivation to do something positive and pursue boxing. At the age of 22, Ngannou began training in boxing. Despite what Danny told you, despite reluctancy from his family and training for a year, Ngannou stopped due to illness. He migrated to Paris, France to pursue professional boxing. After Ngannou reached Paris, he had nothing. After living on the streets of Paris, he began training for free. And in August of 2013, under Fernando Lopez, OAB or whatever, at the MMA factory, began a fan of Mike Tyson. Ngannou was originally interested in learning how to box until his coach introduced him to the sport of MMA. We're going out to more callers. Who's on the line? Who want to talk? Looks like we got Big Boss Nino on Twitter.
So it sounded like he wasn't good enough to box, so they stuck to
Oh
MMA.
wow, you just gonna keep showing that you're really hating on Ngannou. Now you think he
Nah,
wasn't good enough.
nah. I think
I'm
again,
just
bro. I
letting you
think
know,
he,
as
I
your
think
co-host.
I think he can take the fight again. I just don't believe he deserves a shot at the title. That ain't gonna change from now until October.
I'm just saying, as your co-host, I'm just letting you know how you looking. You're looking like you're coming off a little bit of a hater of Ngannou for no apparent reason. Just saying, Fausto. I mean,
you're the
Big
guy
Boss,
trying to
Big
justify
Boss.
a title shot with zero experience in the sport, zero accolades in the sport, zero accomplishments in the sport. You know, but hey.
All right, yo, Ness, Danny, what's good, G?
What up? I don't know if Danny gonna let you talk.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was letting him finish, but I'm kind of with Danny on that, man. I don't want to see that Ngannou shit. I just woke up not too long ago, and I'm just like, ah. But I had a feeling it was coming, but they need to go and take that belt or some shit. I know we want to get that Usyk fight, but I don't know, bro. But back to this Shakur shit, man. I just seen that too. I think I seen that a little bit last night before going to sleep, I believe, but the 50-50 split, that shit not happening. So I don't even know why they even put that out there. He should have just asked for like 30%, 35 if that. But I was listening to the Shadeja Green shit yesterday. She like, nigga, take 18%, 15%, all that shit. I'd be like that too if I was undisputed. Like, you ain't bringing no title to me. You just got a couple fans on Twitter. And nigga, that's about it. It ain't like you going all across the, you feel me, world like you Tank selling out everywhere. You only fight in Jersey for real. So it's I fuck with Shakur, but with that whole clout chasing shit, I ain't with all that, bro. It's like he be on Twitter a little bit too much for me, and that shit. It's like people ain't fucking with that, and he been talking for a while. That him and Keyshawn been like that. And I ain't never been fans of all that Twitter typing and shit. But you know how this new era is. But I don't think Devin gonna fight that boy no way. Just being honest, it ain't no reason to fight Shakur. Like, I could fight you down the line anyway. Like, you ain't bringing me nothing right now. The only reason I would stay at 35 is for Tank. That's the only reason I would stay. And if Tank get out and he don't want to fight me, nigga, then I'm moving up. Like, I might have to, I'll hold on to my straps till they start taking them bitches. I ain't just gonna drop them. But if they take my belts, they take them. But I wouldn't go back down there fucking with Shakur. Not saying I think he would lose the fight, but it ain't no reason to keep taxing your body like that, going through them hard training camps and shit to fight a nigga. You feel me? You could fight at 140, 147. And I ain't saying he'll be undefeated to the end, but shit, I feel like he'll be a lot more powerful and a lot more quicker at 140. So like I just said, man, if it ain't the Tank fight, move up, bro. It ain't no big deal. He been at 35 for his whole career. I think the last caller just said that or two before. So he ain't ducking Shakur, man. I get that nigga 20% too. Fuck you talking about? Niggas in here talking about contracts and shit. They working for $12 an hour. So that's why I don't even speak on that shit, because I don't know what they getting. I ain't getting nothing out of it. So I really don't care. But like I just said, man, it need to be Devin versus Tank. If not, move up. But yeah, man, that's all I got. I'm gonna keep listening in. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button. I'm out of here.
All right, champ.
Appreciate the call. Yo, it's crazy, right? ESPN Ringside posted the Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury fight. Bro, what do you think the caption is? You know, usually a promoter, somebody announce a fight. You know, they're like, "Oh, fight announce, who you got winning." You know, things along that line, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they asking, do you think he has any shot to go the distance? That's the caption. Do you think Francis Ngannou has any shot to go? Not do you think who you picking to win or nothing like that. Do you think he has any shot to go?
Bro, is that Tyson Fury is a super heavyweight in every sense of that word, bro. Like he's gotten that respect. He's proven that, bro. He took on America's baddest man. And outside of that, he bodied Vlad in a boxing match. What Vlad would, that's what I'm saying. Like, this dude's special. He fought Vlad's fight, just like Earl fought Mikey's fight. He fought Vlad's fight.
He did. I remember that.
He out-Vladed Vlad. Then he out-Wilded Wilder. Like, he outboxed the boxer and he outpunched the puncher.
I'm trying to take away from Fury, though? That's not the case.
Because that's how it's coming off, champ. When you at the top of your division, like right now, Canelo's at the top, but people want him to fight Benavidez.
All right,
There's
so
nobody.
Let me ask you. Hold on.
Can I finish the sentence today, please?
All right,
there's
go
nobody.
ahead.
There's nobody we really care Fury to fight. Like, I don't care about Usyk, and there's a lot of people that feel like me. Ain't nobody really beat. So right now, Fury's in this place where he could do what he want because we don't care. He already done beat everybody. We don't think AJ could do it. Wilder couldn't do it.
So if you feel that way, just tell me who you dropping from the top 10 for Ngannou to get the title shot.
Bro, you don't got to drop nobody. These dudes pricing themselves out.
No, that's the rules. That's the rules. In order for it to count as a title defense, you have to be in the top 10. So let's start at number 10. So would you, Joe Joyce, drop out of the top 10 and Francis Ngannou put into place?
Nah, man, like I said, bro.
What about Jared Anderson? He's number 9.
Bro, like I said, none of them dudes could beat Fury right now, so none of them dudes care.
No. I'm just saying, who do you want dropped? You got to have somebody drop because you want it to be a title defense. So we got to drop somebody. Martin Bakoli, maybe he's number 7, or you got Zan Kazabuski at number 8.
Fine. Drop Zan. He ain't done shit anyway. In the WBC, there was people contesting him getting ranked at the level he was ranked because he ain't done shit. So fuck it. At least Ngannou's a champion, his respected motherfucking sport. You really on this shit. That's crazy how much you don't want this. That's so weird and shit. Like, I mean, and I don't mean you weird. I mean, like,
you keep thinking that I have an issue with the fight. I have an issue with it being a title defense.
Bro, title defense don't, like, my man is winning. What do it matter? Let that motherfucker shine. I don't get it. And again, the other dude is getting in there with him. If he win, let that motherfucker get his shot, his belt. Fausto. Que lo que.
Yo, Ness, Danny, what up?
What up?
What's good, man? Long time no talk, man. Hey, I all I can say is, as far as the Tyson shit, man, can't nobody mess with Tyson, man. He's something different. Ain't nobody gonna see him right now. As far as Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, man, if Shakur really got that confident, that dog in him, man, he should have just took whatever they offered him. He should have just ran with it, and he should have proved himself. So that's all I can say about that. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, how y'all feel about Devin Haney going to 140 and fighting Regis?
Yeah, I mean, we done shows on that. You know, it's a great fight.
Yeah, I think that's a viable option.
Regis is definitely perceived as a puncher, and he's a 2-time champion. That's a good notch on your belt.
Definitely. Yeah, I think that's a good fight. I feel like if he don't get the tank fight, I feel like that's the fight for him.
You know, I also want to say this because I feel like now Devin wants to fight Regis and people trying to water down Regis. Let's not forget that Regis has never been perceived as the weakest champion in any time. Secondly, let's not forget, like, Regis hasn't been calling out Tank for his entire career. You know,
which he has.
No, of course.
But that's gonna be the more exciting fight. It's like, I don't think Shakur brings too much to it. That's why I say, man, if you feel like you could beat him, take what they offer you, man. If that's the case, you know. But as far as Devin Haney and Regis, I want to say I got Devin Haney on that one. I mean, I like Regis, I do, but I don't see how that one really will play on Regis' side as much as I see for Devin. And then, shit, man, I'm just waiting for the fight, man. That's all I could do is wait right now. And it ain't, to me, it ain't never official until I hear that bell, ding, 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 it's fight night.
All right, brother.
That's it, man.
Yo,
peace and bless to y'all, man.
Appreciate the
Keep doing y'all
call,
thing,
bro.
man.
You too. Peace and blessings to you.
Word.
Yo,
Keep
it's
it.
crazy. I saw somebody on Threads. Shout out to Threads. Follow me on Threads at Ringwalk Denny. But I saw somebody on Threads that posted how the Virgil fight wouldn't happen, and it was like a day or two before it got canceled. And the guy was like, "Bro, what do you mean?" Like it was like maybe a podcast or something like that. Some form of content creator. And the guy was like, "Yo, what do you mean?" Like he's like, "No, man, I gotta wait to hear that bell." And he's like, "Bro, you're just a fucking hater and this and that." And then obviously the shit played out. So I kind of feel, dude. Yeah, sometimes I gotta wait for that bell to go dang.
Word. Bones 13 $2 super chat says, I weigh 150. Can I fight Boots for the belt? And I guess that's a play on Ngannou getting a shot.
Why not?
We got all Hayes, who smokes that Hayes, been a member at the champ level for 2 months, says Francis has hands like lunch boxes. He will still have mad power in 10 ounces, but he won't have the skill to land on Fury. Kentrell in Phoenix with the $5 super chat. Danny on one. But I definitely agree. MMA, different than boxing. Bobby Shaw with the $10 super chat.
Bro, like, think about it.
Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you decided.
I
You
just
decided
realized
no,
I'm like,
no
it's
further
gonna be
hate.
another 5 minutes, and you still not gonna get it. So
You decided no further hate on poor Ngannou, who's just trying to put food on the
it
plate.
ain't no. Hey, I'm just trying to
My
state
man
the
just
facts
trying to put food on the plate, man. You out here hating. My man made a promotional company. He got up out of slave contract and got a shot at the heavyweight champ of the world. And he got one dude hating on him. That's crazy.
But
That
we
shit
don't know
crazy.
that he got a shot at the heavyweight champ.
Bro,
We know he got a fight with him.
bro,
we cannot confirm that the title's on the line.
And this is what I'm saying to you, bro. Ngannou beats Fury. He's my champ. Like, he don't need the fucking belt, bro. This is why it's stupid for you to campaign for him not to get a shot, because it makes zero sense. What if he beats Fury? So now we gotta rewatch it? Yeah, we will rewatch it.
And what if the motherfucker would have stuck to boxing and worked his way like everybody else? What if?
Danny, you realize that's a redundant sentence, because he didn't have to do that. He still got a shot. So what if it means dog shit?
You don't know that he's getting a shot.
My dude, what don't you get? If he beats Fury, he's still the lineal champ. If he beat Fury, Wilder would want to fight him. I don't know what you're talking about. You living in a fucking weird world.
I'm talking about that. I don't get why the fuck you okay with him even getting a shot. What has he done?
Because you're not getting it. Answer the question for the audience. Regardless of title, if Francis Ngannou beats Tyson Fury in a boxing match, is he not going to be perceived as the motherfucking man?
Sure.
All right, then. So let that man have a title, because everybody else going to want a shot.
Can I ask you something, though?
After this one last sentence, which is a double down, every other boxer that watches this MMA dude beat Tyson Fury will want a shot. Every other fucking heavyweight. Go. It's on you.
Bro, everybody was calling Jake Paul name. So just because you want a fight at somebody, yeah, bro, but just because you want a shot at somebody don't mean that that's the guy.
Now,
that don't mean that.
Yo, and they wanted Jake without him beating a Tyson Fury. Imagine Ngannou beats Tyson Fury. You sound crazy, but it's okay, because you making my case.
I don't sound crazy. He has done absolutely dog shit to deserve a shot. Truthfully, he's done dog shit to deserve a shot at the title. If you want to say his accomplishments in another fucking sport have earned him a shot at the fight, period, just to be able to step in there with Tyson Fury, then I guess you can fucking say that. I guess, even though you ain't never seen him, he ain't put you to sleep against Sierra Gon. He put me to sleep. Same shit Keith Thurman did to you, he did to me. Fuck you talking about? Now he deserved the biggest fight. Fuck out of here. Fuck is he? What the fuck he done?
Bro, are you trying to ruin my relationship with Keith by always insinuating that his boxing style put me to sleep when you know damn well I was traveling back and forth from the east to the west and I fell asleep like any normal fucking person that has jet lag. You out here trying to cap like Thurman ain't the illest. You fucking funny.
I ain't never in my life fell
funny.
asleep during a pay-per-view fight. Never in my life. No matter how sloppy, pissed, drunk I've been, I ain't never fell asleep during a pay-per-view fight. Traveling cross country to cover the fights and everything. Never.
Champ, you also only 26. Nigga, when I was 26, I was fucking 3-4 times a night. Fuck is you talking about? Life is different after 40. That's just factual. I ain't sitting here for entertainment, nigga.
You right.
That
you
shit
right.
is
And
real.
let me tell you what's factual.
Yeah, that
what's
you
factual
win.
is
That's
Ngannou
what's
ain't
factual.
deserve no fucking shot. He ain't done nothing in the sport. He ain't done nothing to be in the top 10, top 15.
I got something for your ass. Straight from the Shy, man.
Haters.
Alan Rodriguez, what up?
You said straight from the shot, but you play somebody born in Atlanta. You a smart guy.
Hate that shit.
Yo, we couldn't hear you, man. Fucking Danny talked over you again.
Danny always be trolling me, and I lose my train of thought, making me look like a fool. But not today, man. Listen.
Write it down next time, champ. Pen and paper.
Nah, I don't do that no more, man. Fuck that shit. Listen, man. So look, this is how I feel about the Ngannou fight. No, I'm not trying to see that fucking fight. I'm not trying to see that shit. That is a disgrace to boxing if it happens, man. Because that shit, it makes no sense at all, bro. Next, have you seen Ngannou fight Circle Game or Miyoki?
Bro, he's never seen Ngannou fight or throw a punch or a highlight tape or pad work, jump rope, run, eat a banana. Like, he ain't never seen Ngannou do shit. He just saw Ngannou get in the ring with Fury last year, but he ain't never seen him fight.
Listen, man, on both those fights, my man
Ngannou, look, actually I'm lying, bro. I'm lying. That's the only fight, the only Francis Ngannou fight Nesta saw was with Dana White in the UFC. That's the only Francis Ngannou fight Nesta has seen in his life. That's it.
I hope you understand now, Ness. Anyways, it might be a fun fight to see, but not for boxing, man. Like, I can name you 3 opponents Fury can fight right now, no matter how much fucking money he makes. That's that. Now on Devin Haney and Shakur, both these boys are ducks, man, ducking hard, man. Because I remember not too long ago, Devin Haney, after Ryan Garcia winning, stepped into the ring just like Shakur did and wanted all the smoke. Oh, yeah, well, let's fight. Let's make the fight happen. Let's make it happen. Had the belt around him and all that shit. But I don't see the same energy when Shakur did it. I at least step up to him and talk to him with the mic. Yeah, hey, I would love to make the fight happen with you, man. You know, but no, he said, yeah, I'm next. Bye. What kind of shit is that? And you expect me not to call that out? Nah, man, fuck that shit. I don't like that. I understand.
Bro, you said that he should have had a conversation with him. He sent him an offer. That's better than getting on the mic, no?
Yeah, but when it comes to
wouldn't you say actions speak louder than words?
You just lost all the attention because now look what people think of you. That's what I'm trying to say. When it comes to the cameras, make sure you let the people know you want to smoke. I don't care off camera, all that. No.
You worried about the internet? Okay.
Now for Shakur, now it's Shakur's fault. He's really the duck because you got an offer sent to you, but you didn't want to accept the offer. So now we in the boxing voice we asking who should Devin Haney fight next? Well, for sure it ain't Shakur because Shakur is was already sent an offer and he will not get a better offer than that, 100%. He's moving up weight and he might fight Regis.
Shout out. Yo, I don't know if that was a shot at Regis or what? He said fight Regis. What you trying to say? Yo, now they trying to water down Regis. I'm telling you. It's crazy, but that's how I interpret it. He could have just made a pronunciation
you
error.
talking about somebody trying to water down Regis, and you trying to water the shit out of Ngannou.
Water. I'm trying to make sure Ngannou gets what's rightfully
Yeah,
his.
no, I'm saying they watering it down. You trying to water up. You trying to make him seem like he's this full grown.
You have to let this go, bro, because if he beats Fury, he's the man that beat the man. That's all. That's why Fury became the man.
Here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. I'm not taking that away from him.
But
I'm
you
just
are.
saying.
You are.
Hear me. You have to listen, champ. Here's the thing. He still, regardless of how you chop and screw it, he beat him, kill him, murder him, execute him, whatever. He still ain't deserved to get a shot at the title because he ain't done nothing more than any of the other guys in play. Like, that's all I'm saying. That's all. He could be your heavyweight champ, your king, your whoever. You feel me? Your savior if he beat Fury, but that don't mean that he still got there undeservingly.
All right, we going out to Newark, New Jersey. Champ.
Let's get to some super chats. Hold on, we got a lot of super chats. Hold on.
That's right. Glad you reminded me, bro, because we got hell of. We last stopped off on R. Hayes, who was a champ. Then we got Cantrell. He said Danny on. We got to that. Bobby Shaw, $10 super chat. He says, someone said Francis has a UFC belt. Laugh out loud. Idiot. He's been banned from the UFC and no belt. John Jones got the belt. Francis is part of the PFL. Laugh out loud. He hasn't fought since 2022. But technically speaking, he's the man to beat the man because he's the man at the UFC. He was the last UFC champ. So while he may not be the current active champ because he left that entity, he's still the man to beat the man. Same story as Fury is what I keep trying to tell you.
So who was the man? I don't remember. Who was the man?
Whoever he beat. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes, right? And UFC is not like boxing. There's only one belt. It's not fragmented, right? So if Francis was the champ, he was the champ.
They have interims. And they fight for vacants.
Which is beneath the champ. So if Francis was the champ, he's the champ because there's not a bunch of different belts like in boxing, right? I
mean, I just answered your question and told you that there is. So.
Buami, $7 Canadian. James Toney fought Randy Couture and got choked out. He crossed over into MMA as a boxer before these UFC guys came into boxing. See? So we need that get back.
Prime, $10 says, I'm on Team Danny yet again. And then comes back with another 10 right back, says, it's definitely... Comes back with another $10, says, it's definitely a fire stick fight.
I don't have a fire stick. My best friend said he was going to get me one like a year ago. And
I'm going to be honest, respectfully, unless they're jailbroken, they're completely pointless.
Yeah, I need a jailbroken one, bro. HBO went up because now they max. Showtime trying to go up because now they plus Paramount.
Just holler at me. Just holler at me off air.
Just television. No, I'm just saying.
Just holler at me. Holler at me off air.
I hear you, bro. I'm
just 5-pounder says, if there's so much emphasis on Shakur not bringing anything to the table, then does Regis get 50% or more when Devin moves up because he's a champ? And then Connect Sports.
I don't know. What do you think? You wait, Chan. Why are you trying to? Yo, you funny as hell. You read so much of the rules. What's your thoughts on that super chat? Damn. How much do you think Devin would be getting if he moves up in terms of splitty split?
I think it'd be something fair.
Why you got that grin?
Nah, shit. I could see a 60-40 split
for the champ.
Yeah.
Meaning for the champ. Okay. We got.
I also could see them possibly bringing up, pay-per-views, tickets, viewership thing, attendance, shit like that. Maybe 50-50. But yeah, I think it'll be something fair, nothing crazy.
If you haven't already done so, obviously you're doing us, me and Danny, a disservice. I mean, if you enjoy the show, please take a second out to hit the thumbs up. It's absolutely free. Like literally, if you're hearing these words, and you haven't done that, you should feel very, very ashamed of yourself, because that's the absolute easiest, freest way to support us.
I think subscribing is better though.
I mean, at least sharing.
And speaking of subscribers, you realize we hit 175,000.
Oh shit!
Yeah, 175,000 and like 80 something right now, was something like that. So shout out to each and every one of y'all who have supported us along the way. It's funny because you had like 100,000 less than what you do now when we first met, and shit then grown and got so big now.
Shout out to
Connect
you.
Kids though, $2 says Boots or Stanonius if they fight, that is.
Well, first and foremost, shout out to you for your first super chat ever. It says you're celebrating the first super chat. Connect Sports, we appreciate you rocking out and supporting us. And I mean, right now, obviously, as much as I love Stanonius' jab, he doesn't have the legs of Thurman. So I would certainly lean Boots. He just looked too good in the Villa fight. It's hard. This is a sport of what have you done for me lately. And lately, Boots shined.
President Jafar, $2 says, so if Fury beats Ngannou, is he lineal in the UFC?
Why you keep doing that, man? You keep skipping over. You just reading. What's your fucking thoughts? Who you got? This guy is terrible.
No, I said the same shit you said, motherfucker. Damn. If I'm agreeing with you, you want me to repeat myself? What the fuck?
I ain't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I said for sure Boots. Yeah, my apologies. I thought you heard me. Yeah, no, I just wasn't gonna, But yeah, definitely Boots. $2, President Jafar says, so if Fury beat Ngannou, is he the lineal in the UFC?
Yes.
No. How?
He's the man to beat the man. He the man to beat the man. He man to beat the man. Well, actually, no, because they're not fighting UFC. So they're not fighting UFC, so it don't matter. It can't be the man.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know if he fought for a vacant. I was just saying that because you don't know shit about UFC. So I'm like, you talking about he beat the man that beat the man. You don't even know who the fuck the man was.
Any more super chats?
No, sir. That is all. We can get back to the callers.
Alrighty then. Checking Discord. No hands raised. Going to who we got? Oh, we had to get the champ. Champ in North. What up?
What up?
What up?
Yo, I want to tell y'all, man. I agree with Danny. This sets of all this little these YouTubers and these other guys in other sports playing and boxing. This shit ain't cool, man. It's setting a bad precedent. You know what I mean? So I agree with Danny. Matter of fact, I disagree with it because Danny, he still wants to. I don't even want that fight. He should be fighting Usyk. I know y'all say people don't want it. I'm a real fight fan and all that, so I want to see him fight Usyk. He's ducking Usyk, and now he's going to fight this guy who I know nothing about, just a big African dude. I mean, that did MMA. You know what I mean? As far as dude that called up earlier, talking about he used to box and he was lying. You could tell a nigga lying, just start making up dumb shit. Talking about if he boxed, but if he fought Ngannou, he would get beat up. Well, anybody that box, any nigga out in the street, you fucking them up in the ring. I don't care how much they weigh. That's just how that go. I don't care who it is. You're not a regular guy once you start boxing. That's a fact. And then y'all, I like listening to y'all. I'm on the road a lot, but y'all knowledge is so limited. It's sometimes frustrating. You dig what I'm saying? So I just got a little advice. Like, try to bring somebody in that has a little more boxing knowledge. I get it. Y'all guys are cool. I heard Danny say he only been watching for a few years. I don't know how long you've been watching this, but y'all knowledge is limited, so y'all make a farce out of it, like WWE at times, and it gets frustrating. You know what I mean? Like I said, I like listening to y'all when I can.
I gotta ask. I gotta ask, limited in what aspect? Because historically, yeah, I always say I'm not a historian, but I really am lost as to not knowledgeable in what exactly.
I give you right now, today, right? When your argument to make the Ngannou Fury fight, you tried to parallel it to what Lomachenko did. And that's ridiculous. Danny was able to combat what you said with a valid argument, like he's been boxing his whole life. You know what I mean? So it makes sense. But you trying to bring that in was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
but
You
then
know what I'm
but
saying?
then
That's
Ness
ridiculous.
went and showed me that Ngannou's been boxing since he was younger. You get what I'm saying? Didn't turn pro, ended up going the MMA route, but he started with boxing. So you know what I'm saying?
I didn't hear that. When did he start boxing?
We read
He
the article at 20 or
yeah.
some shit like that.
No. He was in Paris before then. I think he read the article, but you know what I'm saying. So he started with boxing, and then when he fled to Paris is when he switched to MMA.
Started with boxing. So I don't know how long ago. He started with boxing. So he was an amateur boxer. That's what you're telling me. I never seen him fight this MMA stuff. I want to see him and John Jones. But I heard the bell. That's it. Y'all just,
Can I get a secondary example? Can I get a secondary example?
Yeah, because you said WWE champ. I'm trying to figure it out.
You keep cutting out. I don't know.
Bro, I'm telling
you. Keep cutting out, so I don't know if you're talking directly. I don't know if you're talking directly into the mic, but yeah, I asked for a secondary example.
A secondary example of your knowledge being limited?
Yes.
Like I said, I listen today. I mean, I listen when I can, but I can't throw nothing offhand right now. But it's just like today's topic is crazy to me. This is WWE-ish. You feel me? Like you really arguing to make this, and then for the WBC belt. That's nuts, man. Come on, man. Like,
no.
I think technically,
that's in the boxing, man. They know this is crazy. That's why Danny was so passionate. It's ridiculous. You did?
Champ, I think that the issue is that you tuned in at a specific point in the show. Like this show is about Shakur activating his mandatory status and trying to enforce a fight with Devin Haney, and us telling you, or me specifically, because that's my opinion, that it's a dangerous move to have activated that status and try to get it ordered with Haney. The Ngannou news was breaking news. They both happened today. Technically, Jake Donovan broke the Shakur news at 12:01, and obviously the Tyson Fury news broke sometime 8:30ish this morning Eastern. So Danny obviously wanted to talk about that, so he's also talking about that. But today's topic is about Shakur and Haney, which you obviously missed. So we're not doing WWE. We did not choose to go with the Tyson and Ngannou topic. It's only a sub topic, which isn't even in the title because it's not important to us. And we made that clear before we started talking about it. We said
we did make that clear. We was like, we ain't gonna do no show on this.
We said we not gonna do a show because this fight is irrelevant to us. So you might need to listen a little bit before critiquing us.
Yeah, like you said, I didn't catch it early.
You're right.
I didn't catch it early. I caught
You're
it
right.
when I caught it.
Right.
I saw the thumbnail, and that's why I got intrigued because I want to hear what y'all had to show or what was said. I don't know what happened with Shakur going the WBC route. I thought Haney was trying to go the WBC route with Regis. So I just wanted to hear what all that was about, but I didn't hear anything about it.
I mean, you didn't start at the beginning.
But the whole show is on that.
But that's what I'm saying, champ. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So for the future,
the first hour of the show was Shakur and Devin.
Yeah, you got to start from the beginning. You're jumping in a live
what time
show.
Y'all come on? Don't y'all come on like 9:30?
9
6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern, sir, every morning.
Every single morning. So again, if you just hit rewind, you'll get all that.
We read the articles. We read the excerpts from the WBC rules stating what's the percentages. Like we covered everything, champ.
and screen shared the text too. But we're going to get to some other callers. I do appreciate it. You know, I'm a Gemini, so I love constructive criticism, but I just wanted to know exactly what you was criticizing us on. And, you know, after you further explain it just shows that, you know, it was you that made the mistake of not listening. But that's okay, because I made the point to correct you. Art, what up?
Yo,
Yo.
what's good? What's good, Ness? What's good, Danny? Talk about the Fury and Ngannou, man. It's some bullshit, some trash. I ain't watching that shit. I'm happy for Ngannou though, cause he's standing on what he believes in. And he getting paid, so I respect Ngannou for that. Fury, he getting no respect for this. But as far as the Shakur and Devin thing, Shakur looking worse and worse by the day. How you go from asking Loma to fight you, who was number one in WBC, to then petition the WBC, and then Loma said he trying to fight Devin. Then now you try to skip him and petition WBC for 50-50 when you already got a 25% off, which is basically the mandatory offer. So Shakur is just looking weak. I still think Devin waiting on Tank to get out of jail. As far as that, but yeah, that's my call.
All right. We got Kyle C. What up?
Yo, what up?
What's good?
I'm just trying to make sense of the last caller. Like, how does that make Shakur look weak because he wants a bigger split? I mean, he's making a move to try to make the fight, you know, whether you agree with him or not, at least he's making a move to try to make the fight. So in my opinion, he don't look weak for that. I agree. He should have, I would have took that 25 because that's an investment for the future. Like, you win that fight, now you the king. Now you get the 75 next time and, you know, every time thereafter. That's just me, though. I mean, I can't tell that man how to, you know, make his money, put his life on the line.
Word. All right, champ.
I don't know. Hey, hold up, Ness. Y'all got plenty of tickets for that fight party left for the second theater?
I gotta check how many, but they definitely selling out. Like, and that's not like, you know, cap. Like,
Yeah.
I'm getting emails every day,
All right,
but
let me-
I'll get you a count right now. I'm logging in.
For sure.
All right, champ. I'll say
I'm
it out
thinking
loud.
about going to that because y'all last one was cool. But all right, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hey, don't forget we got the appreciation night. And let me just check. I think we got 2 more guests confirmed. I'm pretty sure my man Prentice Brewer is coming. But right now we got Adrian Clark. He's coming. That's the manager of Earl Spence. Also the manager of Brian Norman. Also 5-time book writer. We got Hassim Rahman Jr. coming through. I already spoke to the father. I'm trying to get the father to come through. I got Akin Barak coming through for Sweet Scientist with the Zone. Silver medalist, red hot contender, Keyshawn Davis. And he's coming through, and he actually fighting like a week before. Ken Porter, 1-time trainer of the year, coming through. Sean Porter, 2-time welterweight champ, former champ, coming through. Kevin Cunningham, obviously having undisputed champs or world champions. Coach Cunningham's coming through. Brandon Moore, heavyweight prospect, but definitely an entertaining guy, man. He's coming through. I got Kenny Sims coming through. We got Marquise Teller coming through. And like I said, I got to find a message, but I definitely got a message from Prentice Brewer late last night letting me know he's coming. And usually that means Tiger's going to be in town because Benjamin Franklin, I think that sounds wrong. It might not be Benjamin Franklin. It might be like Dante Benjamin is fighting on that card right before the Earl card that Friday. So there's going to be a lot of people in the building, man. We're expecting 200 people, about
Yeah, Ben Franklin is
the dollar
face on the
bills.
$100 bill, champ.
Yeah. I got you. But let me see. Nike Hendricks, I'm going to you right after this refresh. Make sure I ain't leave no super chats behind. But the phone lines are lit. Stay patient. We going to each and every one of you. You know. And let's see here on the super chats. All right, we're up to date. Nike, what it do?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm gonna make this quick, man, because I'm at work too. I'm on the back of this damn trash truck. But man, Ngannou, he don't deserve no shot. Plain and simple, he ain't did shit. But I see where you coming from, Ness. I think you looking at it as like getting boxing is big, because that's a big ass commercial fight. If anything, it's just gonna get boxing notarized more. But he don't deserve no damn shot, man. Like Danny says, other people working their whole fucking life, been boxing since they was like 7 years old to try to get a title. And then, because he started at like 20, he was a grown ass man when he started boxing. Then you got with Shakur, man, he bullshitting. He fucked up when he tried to activate that Mando, because now Haney got 4 belts. He got to pay more sanctioning fees. They're going to give his ass an 80-20 split. If he don't want it, oh damn well. Haney dropping them belts, moving up. That's my call, man.
All right, all right. Let's see here. Who next? Looking like new caller, new caller, new caller for sure. And this is Illinois. Who's this? Where you calling from?
Yo,
Yo,
you can hear me?
what's your name, champ?
Yo, it's Big O from the rack.
Big O from the
Y'all
rack.
can hear me?
Big O, what up? Yeah, we hear
bro.
you.
Big O, what's up, bro? Hey, first and foremost, shout out my 710 union members, truck drivers all over the fucking, the country. We out here working. And that Today's Green interview yesterday, man, was beautiful. For real, you know what I'm saying? I got to give y'all flowers for that. That was
Appreciate it.
amazing. But as far as Francis Ngannou, bro, like for real, he needs to stay his ass in the UFC and go fight John Bones Jones. You got no business coming to boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And low-key, I'm tired of seeing that shit because everybody thinks it's smooth coming over here to get a fight, make a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? But until somebody gets hurt, you know what I'm saying? Till they drinking their meals through a straw and shit. You feel me?
Definitely feel you, man. That's what I'm trying to tell
Yeah.
Danny. Let him come over and get his ass beat.
That shit cool,
Man,
but man, you know what I'm saying?
I would have
Like, he
rather
over there
seen the
ducking
John Bones Jones fight. You know, he knew Johnny Bones was out of rehab. He heard Johnny Bones was back in the gym, and he got scared.
Bruh, he got tired of not getting paid right. He ain't nobody's slave. Fuck you mean? He ain't afraid of John or Bone or Jones either. It's just money in
John
UFC.
Bones will beat the dog shit.
UFC been not treating they fighters right. Y'all know it. Now y'all want to act like he ducking. They been not treating they fighters right. Motherfucker McGregor made retirement money and literally retired because of Floyd. Stop it.
Bro, he keep fighting. Legit keeps fighting.
When he fought? I ain't never heard of that shit.
I mean, he
bought a Lamborghini boat.
Jake Paul legit made a diamond chain of Conor losing after the Floyd fight.
Bro, I mean, if he fought, so be it. He do got a Lamborghini boat. Did you see that? Did you see the boat he bought so expensive it broke the fucking internet? Fuck you talking about?
He's had it, yeah.
Oh, all right. You talking about a rich, filthy rich dude.
Bro, I also saw, bro. That shit went viral when he was in Monaco, and that shit looked like a toy boat compared to everything else around. Like,
bro, you ain't never even been to Monaco. It's like Tory
Lane
said.
right. I'm just saying, bro. You trying to make it seem like he the richest man alive or some shit, bro. Like, chill out. He made a few dollars. Shout out.
Bro, it's like Tory Lane said, man. Dudes be talking about my hairlines. I be making millions, bro. Like, how you talking about McGregor boat?
Is he still making millions today? Is he still making millions today, though?
Tory?
Where the fuck Tory at? Where he at?
Stop, though. You talking about shit you don't know. Royalties don't stop. Big O, you done?
Bro, I mean, millions of royalties is still a lot of fucking money, though.
Let y'all go. I'm on the road.
You can't just assume.
Bro, and you could drop from in jail. How many dudes ain't dropped? Even Sean dropped from in jail before social media.
No. I know. I hear you, but I know Tory ain't dropped for sure. Because I've been waiting on some Tory. He ain't dropped shit.
Honestly, on anything, bro, I feel like I heard some new shit. I ain't even gonna front. And I
No,
told you the
send
other
it, bro.
day.
I ain't trying to be funny.
I told
Send
you
it
the
to
other
me.
day we was together that I know I seen some shit on like one of them sites, the rap sites that his father, they said they appealing that shit. They got some shit where they feel like the DA, I don't know, some weird shit where the DA was against them and there's some evidence that they don't want to admit.
No, for sure. I'm just look, I'm just saying I've been keeping track. I haven't seen him drop nothing.
Well, we gonna see. Because Tory done it. Sucks that he's in that position too. I was my dude. Like, I thought he was certainly right after Drake coming from Canada. He was that good to me.
Oh hell no! I don't even think he was the biggest Canadian. I mean, the Weeknd was
he not the biggest. It's Drake and then him. Weeknd is not even in his
Nah.
category, man. Come on, he's a fucking R&B singer. By the way, are you watching that Weeknd HBO
Whoa,
show?
whoa! You crazy if you think that Tory ahead of the Weeknd person for both?
Bro, you're not listening because again, you just want to argue.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's
no, I
different
mean, bro.
genres. It's like you telling us you've been arguing all day that UFC is UFC and boxing is boxing. That's why Ngannou don't deserve a
So
shot.
what's
Stop.
Drake?
Stop.
Drake is solely hip hop, right?
Of
no
course.
R&B.
No, he drops his occasional R&B tracks, but he's a hip hop artist. That's why he bent Meek Mills.
I think some would argue that his biggest tracks are R&B tracks.
I think my man woke up on the let's argue bed. We gonna let you argue with CYP.
Bro,
Y'all
this ain't been no argument. I've been cooking your ass all day. This ain't been no argument. I've been frying your ass
You
deep
ain't
fried.
cooking shit. You ain't
Extra
cooking
lemon
shit.
pepper mild sauce.
You ain't cooking shit.
Like fuck you talking
You
about,
ain't
bro?
cooking
Been
shit.
cooking you all day.
Yo, CYP on the line. Let that man get his call.
This damn near been. I ain't gonna lie. This damn near been like my best performance yet, champ. Like nothing like Francis Ngannou, Sierra Gone. Like this an ass whooping on you today. Like for real.
Hey, I know Danny. I know you saw when Francis fought Derek White or whatever his name was, and them fuckers was scared to throw punches for the whole fight. I'm like, man, one of you motherfuckers gonna throw a punch? Like that, man, I'm telling you, when you get up in there with a dude who can punch, it's a different fight. I love Ngannou. He a champ. And I did see a video of him and John Jones talking. They were talking about making a fight, talking about don't let the UFC slave you. It was a real deep conversation they had between each other. So he does technically want to fight John Jones as well, but he knows it's going to be on his network. I don't know if John Jones going for that shit. This is what I had to say for real. Even Conor McGregor started off in boxing, right? People, I don't know, if you know Conor, he started off as a boxer, didn't make it out to amateurs, then he turned to MMA. That's why I had the reference. When you fall off that fucking ladder, you ain't climbing back up to the top. In a lot of sports, let's just run them down. In basketball, when you start playing basketball, you pick that ball up, you dribble, and you score. When you can't really score that good, you start trying to play good defense because that's secondary. When you play football, you're trying to throw that bitch, catch that bitch, and run it. Defense players only there because you need somebody to guard them. So when you're not that good on offense, you start playing defense. Track and field, every kid starts off sprinting. When you're not that good at sprinting, they say, why don't you try the hurdles? Why don't you try the long jump? There are certain secondary sports that come off of the primary. Grappling, jiu-jitsu, all of that is secondary to throwing hands, which is boxing. That's why when they come back up that ladder, they get their ass knocked back down. These guys are not the best athletes, but there are secondary options allowed for them. He gonna get his ass whooped, beat damn near to death in a boxing match versus Tyson Fury. It's almost like it's an event. We've seen plenty of fights where we know a dude will get his ass whooped and we still tune in. So I'm not saying let's not see it, because we knew Floyd was gonna beat Conor McGregor ass. So let's give him that. But to think he has a chance or deserves something based on the fact he's gonna get his ass beat, he don't really deserve it. If y'all think Francis could beat Tyson Fury, then maybe he deserves it. But if y'all think Fury gonna whoop Francis Ngannou ass, then don't talk about he deserves it. Fuck no. Who deserves an ass whooping? Maybe a couple of you TPV motherfuckers deserve an ass whooping. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that at that. CYP out.
All righty then.
Appreciate the call, CYP.
Majid, Ohio, what up? Majid, Ohio, what up?
Yo, you can hear me?
Perfect.
Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube members and Patreon for something. Shit, with that Fury shit, I wanted to see that Usyk so we could see who number one and all that, but we ain't getting that, so it looked like he just beating up another black nigga and shit. But well, fuck that shit. Still watching it. But that Haney and that Shakur thing, like, I'm one of those that was feeling like, damn, just take the fight so you could get the belts and all that shit, And then however it happened, it happened. All right, cool. But it just made me think about something. I remember you remember Wilder when he had that motherfucking Fury fight or whatever. He ain't even, it was no disputes about no 50-50, none of that bullshit. The nigga just like, he talking shit, I'm about to beat your ass. And he tried to get him out the bed, advantage, all that shit, whatever. But it was never a money split. The fight happened how it happened the first fight.
It was 60-40
Second fight,
though. It was 60-40.
Oh, okay. Oh, but still good. You know what I'm saying? Then they come back to the contract. They like, yeah, whoever they did another 60-40, and then the loser in the rematch get they get 40, the winner gets 60. So when they come to all of this, like I'm hearing people playing on people's skills saying they ain't do shit. Shakur did fuck up by not making that weight or whatever, so he could keep his belts and have leverage from the rip. You know what I'm saying? So now he had a weak, merciful point when it comes to these all this negotiating shit, But I feel like a lot of people just showing their true colors. They just favoring Haney over that. They like, all right, he the man now and all of this shit. But my whole point is that when all these people talking all this shit about these splits, cuts, what somebody deserve and shit, the nigga that they gave the most shit in this boxing game to, Deontay Wilder, ain't even do no bitch ass shit like that, and they hate Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, people need to keep their minds open. And if they want to still play that shit with Devin Haney, then give a nigga like Wilder his credit, because he damn near died in that shit, and he ain't make money an issue. You know what I'm saying? But other fighters ain't built like that, I guess. And shout out to your show. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got.
Appreciate you, champ. Appreciate you. We going out the LV
Yo,
Slugger. What up,
didn't Eddie make a few like outlandish offers to Wilder? Oh wow.
Absolutely. He offered him 12.5 flat for the AJ fight, 17.5 flat with a one-way rematch. And then it didn't get sexy until the zone stepped in with 120 million, but there was no clear indication of what AJ was gonna get. So Wilder was gonna get 120 million for 4 fights, one of those fights being AJ, and you don't know what the champ is getting, which is insane.
Right.
There's yet to be a negotiation like that. We've yet to debate about a negotiation where one man doesn't tell the challenger what the pot is. It's crazy. What up, LV?
TBV, y'all hear me, fellas? Audio
straight.
Yeah, man. On the Shakur Devin thing, I understand he may want that shot at Undisputed, and that's credit to him. But I know with Dillian White, when he was trying to get his opportunity with Tyson Fury, how that split go? Did he have a problem? Then he go to court and stuff like that, trying to get a higher percentage.
All that.
Now, what's the percentage what's the percentage when you do take the mandatory route with the WBC? Do you remember?
I believe it's 35%. It's either 30 or 35.
Okay, yeah.
And then
okay, well, yeah,
they'll do 70. So if you go on the thing, they said in special circumstances they'll do 70-30, 65-35, or even or maybe it was 60-40 and then 55-45, and then they said in rare occasions will they do 50-50.
Okay, all right then. Well, I understand he want that opportunity. I think he probably would have did better just sending a counter offer and see if he could, get a little more high of a split and probably get some pay-per-view back in. But, I'm not really in these offices on this tip. Like, you know what I'm saying? Can't tell a man how to make their money. You know what I'm saying? I never made that type of money. So, I'm pretty sure he's going the route which fits best for him. But it's not like he's getting the opportunity at just the WBC. You getting the opportunity at Undisputed. You know what I'm I'm saying? All the titles. So, I mean, let's see how it plays out. You know what I'm saying? It's all on Devin for real, wherever he want to go. Do he stay at 135 or he decide to get one of them champions at 140? But, you know, I'm always big on, you know, Shakur done been in 2 divisions already, man. You know, Devin, like he said before, he been at 135 since he's been 16. He's already on record saying he's having trouble making the weight. So when I get these 2 guys in the ring, I feel like I want both of them at their physical best. And I don't feel like Devin will be at his physical best sitting around trying to fight a guy who missed weight to be at 135. You know what I'm saying? So I just want him to be at his physical best when we get this fight. And like I said before, I think we don't get it to welterweight. If it happened now, you know, like I'm all for it. You know, I'm definitely tuning in to the top guys and they respect the weight class, but I don't think we get this fight to welterweight. And I think it's going to be on the level of a Bud Spence, man. But to the Tyson Fury thing, I'm not rocking with it. I'm definitely not rocking with it. This man undefeated. You know what I'm saying? You had one fight to make, undisputed. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like Usyk was doing everything, agreeing to everything just to make the fight, and here comes Fury just doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I mean, he's active. He's about to fight Ngannou, but like I said, I'm not rocking with that, man. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right, champ. All right. Appreciate you. Let's see. So many callers. Don't get desperate. We coming to you. New caller in South Carolina. Who's this? South Carolina. Who's this?
Yo.
Who's this?
Yo, this Borough City. Man, you gotta see my number down. My bad. I got 2 phones. My bad.
All right. Borough.
Yeah, man.
City
I got to call. I got to get on this act. First, I'm gonna throw my boy Ringwalker out there. Ringwalk, you was lighting them up on that Francis Ngannou shit. I'm just go ahead and be real about that. You was setting your ass on fire with that Ngannou talk now.
Don't tell Danny no lies, man.
I ain't feeling that, man. I just ain't, man. They need to script him or something. I'm gonna move on from that and get back to this Devin Haney subject. I feel like, man, like, I guess they say better late than never, but I just ain't feeling that, man. Like, hey, don't basically what I'm saying is you activate your mandatory status a day after he activates his to fight Regan. You had like 3 months. What's going on, OG? You had like 3 months. When was the last time Shakur fought? When did he fight Yoshino again?
He fought versus Yoshino.
April?
Mm-hmm.
April, May, June, July. Motherfucker, we at the end of it. We're going on 4 months now. It's 3 and some change. We're going on 4 months now. You should have been activated that mandatory status right after that fight. Like, right after that fight. Devin didn't wait to activate his mandatory status against Loma. He activated that motherfucker right up because he was ready to fight. I feel like Shakur doing this more to save face than actually wanting to fight. Because I just don't see him getting too much of a better split, even if it goes to mandatory purse bid. They're going to look up Devin. They're going to see, all right, well, he fought in front of 40,000, 20,000, 17,000. Shakur fighting mainly in Jersey in front of his home crowd. And I don't even know, is he selling out?
I mean, he broke records. The article say he broke records twice for boxing matches.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
What was the crowd attendance?
Over 10,000 3 times.
10,000 3 times. He probably worked his way. They probably work his way up to 70-30. I can't see him getting a better percentage than that off the part or whatever. But even though that still would be his biggest payday. 30% of 12 million. We know they're gonna have at least 12, 13 million in the pot for both fighters. 30% of that is still more than he ever made in his life. Plus, you fighting for undisputed. That mandatory should have been signed. Like, I feel like Shakur kind of on some clownish behavior, man. But I mean, it's better late than never. But I feel like Devin moving up now. It's too late. Like you should have been jumped on that. I feel like that train had moved. And I'd rather see the fight at 140 anyway.
Well, there's no indication that Devin's truly moving up. He just received an offer from Eddie, but it,
Yeah, he's gonna negotiate it out, but we all know, man. I feel like he's moving up, man. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like he's trying to wait to see what Tank gonna do, but for the most part, I feel like Devin moving up. I feel like he gave Shakur a chance, sign this shit, and I'm moving up. But that's my call, man. Y'all boys keep cooking.
All right, brother.
Appreciate the call, my guy.
Yes, sir. Gato, what it do?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to set the crib real quick. Yo, what's good, man? So basically, I really just got a question, man, about the Shakur and Haney shit. So he petitioned for the split for the WBC. Actually, this is a super chat, but I don't think you really understand what I was trying to say, or maybe I didn't communicate it clearly. But Loma #1 in the WBC, and he's trying to get the rematch, like actively trying to get the rematch for Haney. So how likely is it for them to skip over the #1 who's actively trying to get the same fight to give it to Shakur?
I think it kind of, at the end of the day, unfortunately, it just kind of depends on the business they do. So I feel like if they do good business, if they feel like it's a better business opportunity for them, then it might be likely for them to jump Loma.
But didn't they? But here's the thing. On that. Didn't they screw over Shakur to give Loma that mandatory? I mean, give Loma that #1 spot?
Nah, I mean Loma
Like,
was promised that before he went to the war.
And they swapped it for Loma?
Nah, so Loma was promised a shot at the title before whenever he got back from the war. So they let him get a tune-up, boom, got the fight. After he lost, Aegis Klimas, his manager, petitioned to every sanctioning body to keep him #1 as they are trying to get the rematch, yeah.
But I know so. All right, okay. I don't know. I guess I'm just confused. I'm having trouble reconciling that in my mind. Is the fact that they elevated Loma to #1, and then now they're gonna skip over him to give Shakur 50-50. I just feel like it'd be a
just
better
to be clear,
route to go to WBO when you're #1, right?
Loma's team only requested #1. I don't think they requested any mandatory status with any of the sanctioning bodies. Something that Shakur is requesting.
So he's requesting.
So
just
because you #1 doesn't mean that you're gonna be the mandatory. Look at Dillian White, for example.
Say that one more time.
I said just because you are #1 in the sanctioning body doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be mandatory. Dillian White is a great example of that.
I understand. I think the difference though is the guy who is #1 is actively pushing for that same fight. So that's where
So was Dillian White, man. So was Dillian White, man. But I hear what you're saying. But you got to understand it's a business. Like, they've created belts to make more money. Franchise was just a way to make more money. So when you tell me, do I think that they may jump over somebody? Well, yeah, I think they could jump over somebody if it's gonna make them more money because it's a business to them. Like, the WBC is there to make money.
Somebody though, it's Loma. You know what I'm saying? So you feel like the Shakur fight is more commercially successful with Devin and the Lomachenko rematch?
I don't know, man. I think that it can be. I think that it can be. I think that it can be, and I'm gonna tell you why. The reason I think it can be is because I think Vasyl Lomachenko, in my recent memory, did one of the worst jobs of my recent memory promoting a pay-per-view event. I've never seen a pay-per-view fighter who is fighting a pay-per-view event do less promotion for a fight than Vasyl Lomachenko. So yeah, I think that if Shakur does a few interviews and shit, bro, hell yeah, this shit could be bigger.
Okay. I'm just trying to, like I said, I just talking to you request. I'm just trying to understand, like, petitioning to the WBC were you #2 instead of were you #1, I guess. But yeah, all right.
Yeah, because again, one guy pushing for that mandatory status and one guy was just pushing for #1. So, it's real weird and unfortunate that things are this way, but
yeah, I think it's like you said. Next thing, try to get Mauricio on, try to clear some things up.
He on vacation.
So, yeah, all right, that's the call, man.
All right.
Oh, he on vacation.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, this ain't gonna be resolved no time soon.
Word. Appreciate you though.
All right,
we
man.
going out the Hawk in Maryland. What
Yo,
up?
my man's talking about secondhand hate. Y'all is
What up? Can y'all
hilarious.
hear me?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
TBV number one. What up, Ness?
What up?
What up, Danny? Hey, look, Ringwalk, I'm with you,
What
bro.
it do?
Hey, look, man. In my opinion, just my opinion. I've been watching both sports for years. Ngannou ducked John Jones, and John Jones, as far as money goes, John Jones just cleared like $13 million when he came back and wiped out the dude that Ngannou went the whole 5 rounds with, wrestling around on the floor. John Jones beat that dude in 1 round. So he remarkably went out of the UFC before John Jones got back in there. So I say he ducked John Jones, and Tyson Fury ducked Usyk.
Brother,
Both these dudes
it's
is
okay.
ducked.
Look, breaking
Tyson
news.
Fury
Breaking
ducked.
news. It's okay.
He
Hulk, let
made
me
all
help.
kinds of reasons.
Breaking news.
Tyson Fury made all kinds of excuses not to fight Usyk, man. I just don't. I got Tyson Fury ain't no best boxer till he fight Usyk. So
Breaking
that
news.
I ain't with that.
It is confirmed
Hey,
that this fight.
What's that?
It's confirmed that this fight will not have the WBC title on the line. Frank
well,
Warren
good,
has came out. That is confirmed. The WBC title will not be on the line, as it shouldn't be. And he said that it's not an exhibition, but it may not count for their boxing records. So if it don't count for their boxing records, but it's not an exhibition, I don't know what it is. You know, but the title's not on the line. So, you know, they got it right this time, thankfully.
They heard all the hate from Danny.
Yeah. All right.
You know, they said they say that speaking the truth will get you hate. So if that's the case, so be it.
All right, well, TBV, y'all number one, man. As long as they ain't fighting for the title, I'm cool with it. Yeah, all right, that's cool. I'm cool with it.
All right.
That's my call. I'm cool.
Hulk,
right.
you the man, though. Appreciate you. Thanks
Yes,
for
sir.
calling in. We're going out to, I got to learn this number. Let me see who this is. I know who it is, but I don't know who it is. You know how that is?
Yeah, you just be forgetting.
Nah, it's fairly new, this number. See? It's Jay Swift in Brooklyn. It's fairly new. He used to be calling from a Vegas number. But I should know it by now. What up, Jay Swift?
Oh, like that PAL, police athletic league.
Jay, you there or what? Oh, why? You there or what? We can't. You got hella shit going on.
I'm here. Say what?
You got a lot of.
Hello?
Yeah, you got some background noise, champ. You ready to talk or what? You busy over there?
I'm in the car, man. Calm down.
I mean, you got background noise. You probably got your car speaker talking into the mic or some shit. I don't know.
It's summertime. I got the air on. So anyway, I was listening to y'all doing the Shakur thing, and I'm like, now that was smart to get the WBC to mandate that they fight for 60, 40, 55, whatever goes with 45. And I thought that was smart. But see, now that to me is some real boxing savvy. That's got to be Jay Prince. Because,
they asked for 50-50, right?
They
asked for
doing this for a
50-50.
long time. He managed Floyd Mayweather. That had to be a long, long time ago, like 20 years. So he's been doing this a while. I think that's very smart. I just think Shakur got to start hanging with more better people to keep him out of trouble, because eventually that dirt is going to get on you. You know what I mean? Did y'all hang up on me?
Nah, we just listening to what you saying, but I don't think you able to hear us or what,
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I was saying that you know the offer was for 50-50, not 60-40 or anything else. It was a 50-50 offer. That's what they're requesting if they mandate it at 50-50. If it goes to purse bid.
Right, but like I said, I think that was a smart move, and that had to be a Jay Prince move. I was just checking that out. But anyway, so Regis is supposed to fight who? He's supposed to fight
He ain't got to fight
Devin
yet.
Haney. So
Eddie offered Haney the fight, but Regis doesn't have a fight scheduled.
But can Shakur Stevenson be a mandate with only one fight in the super lightweight? Can he
You
do
mean
that?
lightweight division?
His division, yeah.
I mean, he's number 2, so if the WBC approve it, yeah, he can be mandated. But even if they mandate it, Devin doesn't have to fight him for a year, so he could fight at least twice more in between that.
Ah, so Shakur could get in the tune-up because he only had one fight at 135. So he needs to get in the tune-up, correct?
Yeah, if he wants to. It don't seem like he wanted to tune-up. But
Danny, don't be mad about it. They putting a UFC fighter in with Tyson. Tyson going dog.
I ain't mad at it. I'm happy. There's no belt on the line. I think it's gonna be great for the sport.
You sounded very mad. I was listening to the whole argument. You cussing that
So
out. Normally
if you was listening,
out.
then you should have heard. All I was saying was that the belt shouldn't be on the line. If you was listening.
Say again?
I said if you were listening, you should have heard me continuously repeat that I was saying the belt shouldn't be on the line. I wasn't saying nothing about the fight. I was saying the belt shouldn't be on the line.
I agree with that. Yeah. I agree.
Yes, I'm a happy guy. I'm a happy guy. I mean, this is gonna bring huge attention for the sport.
Ness was saying he don't. Tyson doesn't have to put the belt on the line. He does not have to put the belt on the line. That's what he was saying. But you was cussing him out, so I was cracking up.
Ness wanted the belt on the line. I didn't.
So what?
Yo, you sure you were listening to the show, Jay?
Yeah, Ness did say that Tyson Fury does not have to put the belt on the line, and they could put a fictitious belt on the line.
Yeah, Danny said the WBC can make one up.
I think you're getting us confused.
We gotta keep it moving. Looks like we got some callers on Discord. Kingborn, what up?
Hey, yo, y'all hear me, right?
We hear you.
Hey, listen, man. Listen. Live chat, get ready. TVV Universe, get ready. Let me tell y'all something, man. Let's get to the shit. First of all, Kingborn, Brooklyn, Crown Heights, or New York. You know, Team New York. We love Team Texas. Shout out to Super Max, my truck brother. Good guy. But let me tell y'all something. A lot of dudes in New York fucking with Bud. Feel me? This fight, y'all calling it the fight of the ages? I say somebody old gotta go. That's how this shit going on. Listen, y'all. Ness is the captain. I'm Kingborn, aka your man's man. Remember that, your man's man. Let me tell y'all something. After this shit, I don't want to hear nothing about who the best. Y'all saw that goddamn All Access. Y'all know how they moving. You know what I'm saying? Yo, who the fuck said I don't eat hot sauce and shit? We got a leak in the camp. Oh shit, it's Bo Mac. He leaking. Bo Mac trying to sabotage Bud and shit. You know, allegedly. But like I said, man, get ready for this fight. We going to fuck off for the next 2 weeks. After this damn Saturday, we going to fuck off. Yo, Ness, King been crying about the goddamn border wars. Do the border wars of Florida, man. Come back to the East Coast, Ness. We love you, Ness. And let me tell y'all something. Is it this real? Is this fight gonna be so real? Is Bud the goddamn boxing abomination? When he knock out Errol, will his manhood be taken? This shit got real, y'all. Fucking Bud is running up mountains in Colorado and shit, strengthening up his lungs. Fucking Errol is training 100-degree weather in Texas. Anybody who ever been to Dallas, Texas, Texas Southwest, 100 degrees for like 200 degrees. You heard? Feel like you on another planet. But Ness, I'm so hyped about this fight. I'm doing the Kingborn Chronicles. I'm doing Animal Planet. I'm doing automotive, doing all type of shit. Let's get to Shakur. Yo, Devin Haney, you a sucker. Who the fuck said you gotta give a dude? I ain't never heard of nobody giving somebody 25%. You disrespecting this man. Why they 70-30? Why they 70-30? Nah, man, give
You ain't never heard
you
nobody taking the
shit.
corner?
And Shakur is very smart. Let me tell you something about the Shakur. Hold on. Let me tell you something about the Shakur, right?
Nah, cause
Yo,
hold on,
Champ.
Go ahead.
Daniel Jacobs took 25%. Dillian White got 20%.
Let me ask y'all this. Hold on. You a hardcore shit. Now, I'm going to be real. If I'm Shakur and I know I could beat fucking Devin Haney, put him 4 belts, undisputed, I'm doing it. A lot of you motherfuckers in live chat doing it too. I remember we was talking about this shit. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? But the problem is, what is the purse for Devin Haney? Is he getting $5 million with 25% of $5 million, 1.25? Is this Shakur
I mean,
biggest?
bro, if it's a pay-per-view, it's whatever they generate. But just to remind
And it
y'all,
would be the
Canelo
split.
took 25% against Miguel Cotto. And that was after Mayweather, that was after Trout, that was, you know what I'm saying? At the end of in my opinion, of Cotto's career, he took 25%.
Bro, it's just, people don't know the ins and the outs. Brandon, Cincinnati, what up? Brandon, Cincinnati, what up? If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. What up, Brandon?
Yo, Ness, what's going on? Danny, what's going on? How's my audio?
What up, champ? What up?
Chilling.
Sensational.
Can't complain. Shout out to the whole TVV community. I'm a little conflicted on this Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson situation. I understand what people are saying by he's the mandatory, take 25%. Devin's took short money. I'm not discrediting that. I'm not necessarily disagreeing with that. But I also feel like when you tell Shakur to get, take the same percentage as any other regular schmegular mandatory, it kind of diminishes who he is in this sport because he ain't a regular mandatory, if that makes sense.
Brandon, they're not.
What do you mean by regular?
But that's what I'm saying. They're not offering him just a regular offer. Remember that every other factual instance we pointed to never included undisputed. When Daniel Jacobs took 25%, it was to get 1 or 2 belts from Gennady. When Dillian White took 20%, it was to get 1 belt and a lineal belt from Tyson Fury.
When Canelo took 25% against Cotto, it was for 1 belt.
Like, you guys are trying to minimize this offer. This is 25% of the pot for all the belts, all 4 plus ring.
And I get that, but
no,
in
people
my
are
opinion,
acting like they don't get it. It's like, oh, but he deserves more. It's like, first of all, we never seen this. We never seen someone get a shot at all the belts.
Usually somebody undisputes and they vacate.
I get all of that.
Ryder is the first guy. Ryder is the first guy to get a mandatory undisputed.
But Brandon,
And,
though, I
and
get what
Jack
you're saying. I
Catterall
get what you're
too.
saying
Jack
to an
Catterall
extent, though. I get
too.
what you're saying to an extent, because I said that I didn't think Shakur would take the first offer, regardless of what the first offer was. I felt they should have came back with a counter, because at least if you
Cause
come back with a counter, now you negotiating, you giving yourself room
there
to
you go.
negotiate.
Yeah, but
You
there's
know,
no
now you
public counter. There's no public counter. But the article clearly states that they have gone back and forth for weeks, was the terms used by the manager of Shakur. So, to say that there's no counter, there was something. There was some sort of dialogue that now needs the WBC to step in.
I just feel like, in my opinion, we can't treat Shakur like he's a Vincent Feigenbutz or Carlos Ocampo type of man, though, where okay, they get 25%, so you get
bro,
25%.
but
But
No,
I
you,
let's
just
do some
but
let's
but
we
why
let's
just
you
let's do
we
why
some good business
champ
and get this
champ
fight made, as Bill
champ
Haney would say.
champ why
Let's
you
do
why
good
you trying to
business.
why you trying to, I don't know, again, diminish the offer? Why would you bring up Vincent Feisenbucks and whoever you brought up when them dudes
we
are not, excuse me, brother, them dudes are not Dillian White, who was on pay-per-view about 7 straight fucking fights in the UK. You know that, and I know that. Dillian White sold
Shakur,
tickets.
can I respond? Shakur is a 2 division champ. Dillian White, they never won shit. You can't even compare Dillian
I
Bruh,
White to
mean,
Shakur.
Canelo
Shakur,
was the face of boxing when he took, like, Canelo legit was the second biggest face in the sport of boxing. Actually, no, I'm lying. Canelo was the face of boxing when he beat Cotto. I'm lying. He was the face. Floyd was done at that point.
so
Well,
so so listen,
that's good for Canelo.
Shakur, you know,
Right, but you bringing up
hasn't been
fighting
on
boots.
pay-per-view,
Feel
bro.
me?
This whole argument, if you read the article, Brandon, the whole argument is finances deserving 50-50. Tickets sold deserving 50-50. Views deserving 50-50. So I'm it's hard to understand your argument. You understand? Like, they're arguing for a bigger piece of the pot based off other things, not championship titles. Not, oh, Shakur's a 2 division. No, that ain't got nothing to do with it. That got nothing to do with
Well,
it. So
well, you just said he's broken
diminish.
records
Hold
at the
on.
Leah Core.
You trying to diminish Dillian White. I'm bringing this full circle. You trying to diminish Dillian White by saying he wasn't a world champion and Shakur is, but again, that's not even Shakur's manager's argument. His argument is we deserve 50% because we broke records in the last 2 events, and we've been selling over 10,000 in the last 3, and we do views. All the reasons I'm arguing that even Dillian White, who was more popular in the UK compared to Shakur because he had been on pay-per-view since the Lucas Brown fight, the Joseph Parker fight, you name it, Rivas, all pay-per-view. And he still got 20% versus a 1-belt champ. Like, y'all diminishing
Yeah,
the offer,
I
man.
get
Y'all
that.
diminishing
I
the
get
offer,
that.
and it's very
But I'm
unfair.
just
Y'all diminishing the offer just because y'all want to fight. Like, bro, the dude is getting a shot at undisputed. We didn't see Castaño argue. We didn't see Catterall argue. We didn't see Ryder argue. And none of them dudes, they all in the same position. They all in the same, they are mandatory. So again, it's a dangerous move to force the champ because he could vacate your title like Tyson Fury did. Then what? You get a shot at a vacant belt, not undisputed. You get an opportunity to be 3-time champion, not undisputed. We could scatter them belts like Thanos in the rocks, bro.
Not just
The
that, but let's not
gemstones.
forget he don't
Like,
have to defend that belt till May 19th of next year. So it's like Devin could fight twice and hold on to that shit.
it's crazy. I don't get it. And people out here making a case for it. It's like, bro, we've seen bigger draws take the lesser split. Like when Daniel Jacobs fought Gennady Golovkin, you gonna tell me he ain't do better numbers than Shakur Stevenson when there was only one fucking network? There was only HBO.
no.
There was only HBO. So you telling me Daniel Jacobs wasn't doing over 1 million? Stop it. You telling me his face wasn't
I
on
don't know.
every
I would have to
bus?
research that. I'm
Do
not
the
sure. I
research.
just
Do the
know
research.
I'm
Do the research.
just feeling like Bill Haney would say, let's do good business. You know Shakur ain't taking
And
25%.
that's
Let's
why I
do some
gotta
good.
let you go. Cause Good business
Bro,
is what
but
Dillian White
you
took.
talking about good business? What's worse, 50-50 or the 75-25 in favor of the champion? Like,
But
what's good
again,
business? Like, let's be for real. What is good
that's
business?
why I let him go. How can you say that the offer's not good business? If Daniel took 25% with less belts, that means that Shakur's offer is better than Daniel's. Tyson took 20. I mean, White took 20% with less belts.
Well, I'm gonna say, look. I'm gonna say like this. It's just, bro, you talking about this, that, and the third. Cool. Let's keep it within this fight again. What's worse, 75-25 in favor of the champ or 50-50 down the mid? Like, what's good business? I would say the 75-25 would be a lot better business than the 50-50. Again, I don't think that
90
either
seconds.
offer will be accepted. I think that they're gonna negotiate and meet, somewhere grounds in the middle. Maybe not middle, but somewhere in between those two offers. But
I just
when the
don't
offer was
like,
given,
man.
Say it again.
Nah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you was done.
No, I was just saying, like, given all the previous examples, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it wasn't a terrible offer. I felt like it was a fair offer.
Is
I didn't
60
think again.
seconds.
I didn't think it was gonna be the offer he took, but I definitely didn't think it was a bad offer.
Bro, 5% more than Dillian White with all the belts. Same split as Daniel Jacobs with all the belts. That's the thing. They're minimizing the belts. They're minimizing him going to another country to attain the belts. Him having to defend it in a rematch. Him having to also be in that contract where he was forced to fight Lomachenko and defend it there. It's like, fuck all that. You did it. Fuck all that. That was then. This is now. It's crazy. I got some super chats. Kerry G, $5. How many fights do you think before Abdullah Mason, in your eyes, is ready for a top contender? I think Frank Martin and Keyshawn are ready. Schofield, no. I would give Abdul a little bit more
10
time.
seconds.
He's looking amazing. I watched his last fight, which was like last week, right? I mean, he's looking great, but I
He's young, man. I think he's only 20 or 19 right now. I think that they doing a good job. They ain't moving them too fast or too slow. They keeping them active. I think what was the question for contender? When is he ready for a top contender? I think he's probably 6 fights away, 4 to 6 fights away from a top contender. But that's not to say that he could beat some of them now. I'm sure I believe he probably could beat some of those guys now.
Kerry G back with a $5. He says Schofield on that Tim Bradley trajectory without the accomplishments. Don't like the way he be messing with his trunks and keeping his hands down. 2, swinging sloppy work. Yeah, he's definitely unique. He's got a unique style. He uses his explosiveness and his angles, and he creates angles. He's not traditional. So, what you call sloppy is what somebody probably wrote about Muhammad Ali at one point because he kept his hands down. You got to make him pay for that to be
We
wrong.
got Kerry G saying, Danny interrupted you reading my super chats. My bad. We got those read, though. And then keeping it moving, $2 says, yo, old school is tripping today.
Word. That must have been Jay Swift. That was the last person. But I think we got to everybody. Spider Rico, what up? Spider Rico, what up?
Hey, what's up, God? Can you hear me?
Peace, God.
Yeah. What's up, Danny? You know the room.
What up?
What's up to the community? I'm just calling in. It's Esteban, your local neighborhood border warriors boxer from Oregon with love. Watched the Boots fight. Boots versus Roman Villa or Villa. Yeah, I fought a dude with the last name Villa. They got a lot of power. Dude knocked me down. But I got up and won. I did my thing. But it was like when Boots was fighting Roman, it was like he was in another dimension, or somehow like time traveling. The way he could see the punches coming, it was almost bizarre to watch. It was like if you played Mortal Kombat and some of the players could just like boom, boom, and they over there, then they over here, and then they hit you. It was real most entertaining fight I ever seen in my life. Cause it was it's really that amazing to watch him do his thing. It's like a god energy he has. I'm excited to see his little homie, what's his name? That's gonna fight the guy from Japan. Uh,
Fulton.
yeah, Fulton. Maybe it's just something with the Philadelphia fighters and their style that it can't be replicated, and I'm excited for that one. And that's what I'm calling to say.
Daniel,
Give
you
my
said
props to
Fulton.
Boots.
Fulton is Boots' little homie.
He the little homie. Age
Damn.
don't matter.
Okay, I
Age
didn't
don't
know
matter.
that.
Sometimes the big homies could be the little homies, and the little homies could be the big homies. It don't matter. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's how it be, Danny. Well, I'll check in with y'all later. I'm glad you back from your vacation. I took a little vacation. All is well. It's lit to hear everybody's
Where'd
voice.
you go, champ? Where'd you go?
I mean, I'm just vacation. Just like chilling with the bitches, and you just gotta get back to business. You know what I mean? I went to Disneyland. That's where I went. I went to hang with my girl in California, hang with my girls and shit. But I got to get back to the ring. If you would make a border wars, then everybody could see me fight, and it's exciting when I fight too. You just gotta set it up for me.
It's coming, champ. It's coming.
Big bet. I'm going.
Esteban with love, man. Shout out to Oregon.
Oh my God, this has got to be fake, bro. Oh my God. Y'all better watch it while y'all can. Remember, I recommended The Flash. Warner Brothers has decided to remove The Flash from thousands of cinemas. Warner Brothers has reportedly decided to pull The Flash from 1,500 plus cinemas as they're losing money from low ticket sales. The film has experienced massive drops in attendance as the weeks have passed, struggling to go beyond the reported $300 million budget. Fandango even offered a buy one, get one free deal, which failed to attract viewers. You sons of.
What is that? Is that like a superhero movie?
You wasn't here when I recommended Flash?
Nah.
You tripping hard. I can't believe this news is real. Lord, man, that's fucked up, man.
I mean, bro,
dare
like,
they?
let's keep it a buck, bro. Like, movie theaters are gonna be extinct in like 5 years.
How dare they? They better put it on fucking some sort of app.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what to tell you, champ.
Yo,
I don't go to the movies.
This is
That's for
so
sure.
wrong. Did that really happen? Did Adorno lose to Michelle Rivera, Edwin De Los Santos, and Elvis Rodriguez?
I don't know about Elvis, but the other two for sure.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they just sent me an Instagram post of the three Dominicans laughing at Adorno saying,
Yeah, somebody just said Adorno lost to all the Dominicans.
damn. And they put I'm going to have to screen share this shit. That's fucked up. The internet's undefeated.
But like, what about it though? Or you was just pointing it out?
Damn, he legit don't hear the shit. Anything I say, bro. It's fucking weird.
Who?
My dude, you. Like, I literally explained what the fuck I'm talking about. And then you
No, with it. That's what I'm saying. You not going nowhere with it. You just wanted to state the fact because you saw a meme or a post of it.
Yeah.
No, I thought you was gonna be like, damn, he lost to all three Dominicans, and now he's about to fight somebody. I didn't know where you was
he
going with it.
just
That's all.
lost. He just lost. If they put him in there with another Dominican, they really using him. But it said my Dominican daddies, mi padres dominicanos. They're terrible, man. They're terrible. Internet. Omar, London. What up?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, Omar?
What up, champ?
Yeah, hold on, dude. You know what? Come back to me. I need to get my headphones. My headphones aren't working. Sorry.
Do your thing, champ. We got Harlem World.
I don't even want my call neither. You just skip me.
Oh, why? All right, we're gonna go ahead and end this show. My name is Nuts GTO. Danny, what's your name?
Ringwalk Danny, Instagram, Twitter, Threads,
He said Threads. Now you want to be
TikTok.
on Threads because your boo on Threads.
Who's my bro?
He gonna do this. Who's my boo again? I answered you last week when I told you all about Threads.
No. Yeah. But you said my old boo and the new boo, and the new boo is definitely not on Threads. The old boo, according to you, is. But right now, you didn't say old boo. You just say my boo. So
I
I
mean,
assume you talking about
because your
the new
old boo
boo.
made you get your old boo made you get your new Instagram. I mean, your new what's it called? Your new
Threads. No.
Threads.
No. That's very false. But you know.
But you know, but you know, no. But
It's
you know.
sad. It's sad that we gotta refer to people as my boos because you just like creating narratives and shit like that.
I just want to see one of my closest friends finally have a girlfriend.
Bro, I'm 26. It ain't no rush, champ.
I mean, 3 years you're
Bro,
gonna be in 3 years you're gonna have a house
Ness,
bug.
you
2
gotta
more
realize
you're gonna want to be
you was
married.
15 years older than what I am now when you finally settled down.
Danny, 2 more years, 3 more years you're gonna have a house bug. 2 after that you're gonna have the marriage bug, man. I'm just trying to help you get a head start on all that. You start skimming now through the weeds, now weeding them out. Like, nah, you ain't official. Get up out of here.
Yo,
I mean,
Who the fuck is that?
the old boo that you wanted me to pursue is like your age.
Omar, what
Why I
up?
would do that to myself, I don't know.
Omar,
yo, hold on.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yo,
you the
yo, yo,
one
yo.
liked her. I ain't never tell you I liked her. That was
Bro,
you.
you said I like these are all your narratives, champ. These are all your narratives. That's why I keep shit on tuck, cause Ness be
Champ, you legit
you
gave
know,
me a whole story.
parece pinche gallo de pelea, just won't stop talking, champ. So that's why I'm like, I'm gonna just play along with you.
Champ, you gave me a whole story, but I ain't gonna remind you about it. Omar's on the line.
Yo, hold on.
I'll remind you the story afterwards, cause
what?
Yeah, but go ahead.
What you said,
Omar.
I said, how old are you, Ness?
I'm a young 39.
Nesta's lying.
And
He is in his 40s.
Okay, so
and like
Ness,
multiple of them, not just like 140, but you know what I'm saying? He's like 40.
Omar, I think I'm somewhere between like 39 and 45.
Okay, I mean, I was gonna say 46, but and then how old is Danny?
Damn, you.
I'm 26.
How you gonna say I look 46? You wildin'.
No. You don't look 46, but like you're very set in your ways and stubborn on the podcast. So I just assumed like it was you can't teach a dog new tricks kind of thing. So I figured 46.
Old dog. I see what you did there.
And how old is Danny?
He's a young whippersnapper, still wet behind the ears. The kid. He's only 26.
I'm 26, man.
Right.
Talking about still wet.
So let me tell you my situation, right? So when I was 22, I was engaged.
Whoa.
And I wanted, yeah. And I wanted to get married and have kids. I'm 46 now. And I didn't get married, didn't have kids. Best decision I ever made. So not everyone is into the whole wife and kids and all that. So Danny may not ever.
You're single right now. You're single right now. You're like living this bachelor life.
Well, what are you insinuating?
I mean, that you're possibly lonely. You have no companionship. You have no companionship. You don't have a best friend to run and tell everything that happened exciting in your life. That's
so what you're saying is that you think women are great to talk to about shit.
What I'm saying is that the Bible teaches you that the woman is your backbone. God literally made her out of your rib for you.
Yeah, but like I'm not really a believer in Christianity.
All right.
And they haven't got much.
Even if you don't believe in Christianity or religion, woman is still your companion.
I mean, I find that I don't know, man. I find women are sometimes pretty difficult to communicate with.
I mean, the woman that isn't meant for you. But the woman that's meant for you, that's why before you were even born, there was a phrase that behind every good man, there's a great woman.
Yeah.
That's why before you and I ever spoke, someone called the
But,
woman the
but,
backbone.
but if that
No,
was
but
if that
nuts.
was the
Just like
case,
that
if that
saying,
hold,
they say behind every bad bitch is a car seat. So it's like now, do you want to deal with somebody who got kids, and
No, I
now
mean,
you got to deal with they baby
no,
daddies and all that shit?
no. The only that phrase just doesn't pertain to you because she is a bad bitch with a car seat. That's someone else's woman who put a kid in her so that you can't touch her. Or so that you wouldn't want to touch her. You see how you felt like, oh, she got a kid, I don't want her. That's why he
No,
put
no,
a
no,
kid
no,
in
no,
her.
no. I definitely don't feel that way. I'm just saying that there's some
I mean,
sayings
you said
that are
that
completely
though.
fucking stupid
But you
though.
said it. You brought up that saying for that reason because there are some men who choose not to deal with women that have children. But there are
Yeah,
also
but
men
I was
who
also
put
no, I
children
brought
in
up that
women.
saying to show that some sayings are full of shit. So not behind every good guy is a great woman. It might be a toxic ass motherfucker that he been trying to cut off for
Nah,
years.
man, that's just your inner city upbringing. Once you get out the hood and get
Yo,
around
so I'm
different
just curious.
circles,
Why'd you wait 39 years, 38 years to settle down, champ?
46 he
you
was
guys are both
46 years.
both wrong. You forgetting that I was in a 13-year marriage that I fucked up before we go anywhere else.
I
So
ain't
But was
say
it
how long
happy
it take
though?
you to get married. I ain't say how long it take you to find the woman that you love. I said for you to settle down. For you to settle down. It took you about 38, 40 years, champ.
I'm saying, but that's different. That wasn't that you talking settling down. That was more me getting a handle on cravings and addictions. Seriously. And
Ah.
I've already said that on this show openly. Like I went to
No,
sex all
I
right,
know, but look,
so
and the reason I say that, and I'm gonna tell you, I just went to go see my grandmother this weekend. My uncle's wife, she, yeah, I gotta introduce you to my niece and this and that. Why you don't have kids? And I said, why'd you wait till you was in your late 30s to have kids? You want me to have kids at 26. So I told her, I said, why'd you wait? Oh, well, that's just the way life works. I'm like, exactly. That's just the way my life works. You feel me? So it's just like, yo, you waited. I'm chilling. I'm doing
this all
me.
came because Danny don't want a woman.
Well,
No,
hold on.
no, let me tell you, Omar. Omar, let me tell you
What?
the truth, right? Let me tell you the truth. Nesta's like a friend of
Is
me.
Omar gonna
Like
get
one of
his
my best
call?
friends. Hold on.
Is Omar
Listen,
gonna get
Nesta,
his call though?
look, listen. But the problem with Ness is that Ness think like I'm his age. So Ness think like, damn, I was lonely in my late 30s.
You
boom, boom. And I
crazy.
like, bro, and it's like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Could I use a joint? Absolutely. Could I use a girl in my life? Absolutely. But it's like, bro, at my young ass age, I've dealt with the craziest of bitches that had cost me so much money.
Bruh,
Like I'm talking about.
you picking out the wrong motherfucking
No, I hear
basket.
you, champ. I hear you, but that's what I'm saying. That's why now estoy chileando. Ain't no rush. Chilling.
Nah, just stop picking out the wrong basket, man.
Well, it's easy. Hold on. It's easy to say stop picking out the wrong basket, but the reality is, most people feel like they've met the one and all that, and then they're fucking miserable or they get divorced. So it's not as simple as,
No, I
you
mean,
find a
listen.
woman and it's so great and she gives you some kind of like,
I
she
think
answers some kind of existential question for you. Like that's just not the
I
case.
think that you bringing that up was perfect because we both love one sport where each man has a 50-50 chance. And
Well, I
that's the
don't think that's true
statistics.
either.
Those are the statistics in marriage. It's about 50-50. Look it
Bro, and
up.
Yeah,
look,
but
we
also,
both think
yeah,
about
but
this,
dude,
brother. You and I are
well,
both 0 for
hold on,
1 right now. You know what I'm saying?
hold on.
Me and you 0
Now,
for 1 already.
For
but
sure.
listen, just hold on. Ness, hold on a second.
Uh-huh.
You
Uh-huh.
like to buy you like to buy cars, right?
Uh,
Like you know about cars and you've
yeah,
bought a lot of cars in your life, right? So when you buy a car, you don't just look at the picture, you look under the hood,
for
right?
sure, for
So look
sure.
under hold on. So look under the hood of that argument. You can't just look at divorce statistics. I'm saying most people I know that are in marriages are fucking miserable. So, being in a relationship doesn't give you that happiness. So when you ask me about my loneliness, bro, firstly, I'm not lonely. Most people in marriages are still fucking lonely.
Man, that's some whack marriages.
Well,
Honestly.
dude, who the fuck do you know? I mean, in marriages, are most people that you know happy?
Yeah, I know plenty of happy couples, bro.
So most people that you know in marriages are happy.
I
No,
mean,
Omar, look, I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying, bro. I know for a fact, my aunt's uncle. I mean, I was gonna say my aunt's uncle, my aunt's husband, my uncle, bro. I know he's miserable. I
damn.
know he
Yeah,
is.
you can listen. You can find exceptions to the rule, but they are exceptions to the fucking rule. And also, normally that is generational. People didn't used to get divorced. They used to figure shit out, and they then they became true fucking companions to each other. That's just not the day and age we fucking live in. It just is not.
Nah, I mean, people just don't figure it out no more because
True.
this is
True.
not, that era. Like, we've learned that you don't have to figure it out, that your children still would be okay in a single parent home, that your children still would be okay being co-parented, that your children still like back in the day that was taboo to bring another person into an existing relationship. You know what I mean? But now it's not. There's stepdads all over the world.
Yeah.
But anyway, the
Yeah.
relationship voice is out. Got to get to some other callers here. Omar, you done struck some people to come out the woodworks. Malcolm Martinez, what up?
Yo, y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just tuning in. This shit turned into the relationship voice. This is crazy.
Danny, man, fucking Danny refusing to boo up.
Oh no, that was Ness talking
Hey,
about old booze and
listen.
new booze, and ain't none of them he talking about even being my booze. And
Danny
it's like I
Young,
tell him
you
about
feel me?
somebody that might
My
be my
boy.
boo, and then she my girl. I'm like, whoa, Ness, you gotta chill out.
Listen, all I know, Danny's young. He's over here going to these gyms, getting content. He's traveling. So I see no need in the rush. You feel me? Because relationships and all that shit requires time. So it is
So
what
they
it.
just
That's
want me
just
to
me.
be busy. That okay? So y'all could get
Yeah,
content. I
dude.
got nothing.
Yeah, nah.
He said keep them single.
Shit, do your thing, bro. But yo, with the topic, I'm a Shakur fan, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, he just needs to be. I think at this point he needs to be quiet and just do what the fuck he got to do. If you at parties and shit, and you on Twitter talking about signing a contract, you got a contract. Like, you got what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? And as good as I think he is, whether he's fucking high in the fucking CompuBox or everybody's considering him pound for pound, and he passes the eye test, he hasn't done nothing in 135. So in order for it's not like he was undisputed at 130 and 126. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he should just take it. If you're that confident you could beat the man, just take it. I'm a fan of him. I don't like what he just did. I don't like how he's going about it. So either you take that contract or you just shut up, do what you got to do, and then hopefully y'all meet at 140. That's just how I see it. And didn't Devin activate a mandatory or some shit with Regis?
Why is everybody saying this? Where this coming from?
I seen an article. I'll try to send it to you, but I just seen this shit, and it said he has like 14 days to respond.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, because I ain't heard that either.
Boxing? Is it on Boxing Scene? Like, how is it not? Where is this article? I haven't Googled it. I'll be real. I haven't Googled it.
Yeah,
but
I
listen,
seen the shit. The shit just popped up, and I'm like, oh.
We got to wrap up. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one tonight, 7 o'clock.
Hold on, Ness. We got a $2 super chat. We got a couple super chats, actually, we got to get to. We got Ice, baby, that says, if you love the boxing voice like me, I challenge anyone to match. And then keeping it moving, $2 3 times says, what, Danny simping again? Crying, laughing face. Then a $2 super chat said, why Danny look like DJ EFN? Which is the DJ from Drink Champs. That's the co-host on Drink Champs, DJ EFN. And then keeping it moving, $2 says, it's a stepdad world. Damn it, Danny. Now look, man, I done been a stepdad, bro. And you know, it was actually fun. But the kid was fun. The mother, you know what I'm saying? The mother was wild. You know, I had the kid in boxing, I had the kid in dance class, I had the kid in swimming class. So, it was cool. It was just the parent, but like my father is my stepdad. You know what I'm saying? That's my father. You know what I'm saying? And one of the many happy marriages I know. You get what I'm saying? So it's like my dad, look, hear this out. My dad just got back from Mexico yesterday. My mom's still in Mexico. My dad talking about he missed my mom. Bro, you supposed to be happy. Get a few days away from the kids, a few days away from my mom. Like, you supposed to be happy.
No, that's society that tells you, oh, you need to be relieved you're away from your wife. No, that's people in poor relationships. That's all I'm telling y'all. Like,
I think
y'all
alone
listening
time is
to the
important,
negative.
regardless if you're in a happy relationship or not. I think alone time is important.
I hear you, man. Y'all just listening to the negative stories and y'all think that's everything. But hey, everyone's situation is different. We'll be back 7:00. We are leaving some people behind.
Rich Mendez, $5. Mexico has taken over beer sales in the U.S. Viva Mexico.
Well, okay.
I'm not going to Mexico to find a wife. Stop suggesting that, yo. I'm not going to Mexico to find a wife. Now, if she come with about 35,000, yeah, we could make it happen because I know why you want to get married. You get what I'm saying? You really want to get married for the paperwork. Paperwork costs 35 racks.
Damn, that much?
Well, no, that's what I'm charging because
Oh,
I'm your husband. So yeah, 35 racks and up.
All right. Danny selling citizenships live on YouTube streams. Catch us on the next
Hit
one.
me up, Ringo Danny, Threads, Instagram. We out, man.